I'd like an answer to the question, Judge. If Kendrick told his men that Santiago wasn't to be touched, then why did he have to be transferred, Colonel? Kendrick ordered the code red, didn't he? Because that's what you told Kendrick to do. And when it went bad, you cut those guys loose. You had Markinson sign a phony transfer order. You doctored the logbooks. I'll ask for the fourth time. You ordered the...
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled to them.
You want answers?
I want the truth.
You can't handle the truth. Son, we live in a world that has walls, and those walls have to be guarded by men with guns. Who's going to do it? You? You, Lieutenant Weinberg? I have a greater responsibility than you can possibly fathom. You weep for Santiago and you curse the Marines. You have that luxury. You have the luxury of not knowing what I know, that Santiago's death, while tragic, probably saved lives. And my existence, while grotesque and incomprehensible to you, saves lives. You don't want the truth because deep down in places you don't talk about at parties, you want me on that wall. You need me there. We use words like honor, code, loyalty. We use these words as a backbone to a life spent defending something. You use them as a punchline. I have neither the time nor the inclination to explain myself to a man who rises and sleeps under the blanket of the very freedom I provide, then questions the manner in which I provide it. I'd prefer you just said thank you and went on your way. Otherwise, I suggest you pick up a weapon and stand a post. Either way, I don't give a damn what you think you're entitled to.
Did you order the code red?
I did the job you sent me to do.
Did you order the code red?
You're goddamn right I did.
Please the court, I suggest the jury be dismissed so that we can move to an immediate Article 39A section. The witness has rights.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo, everybody. Come on now. We're back. At it again. It's Moon Day. We go from Saturn's Day to Sunday to Moon Day. What does that say? I don't know. Something. It says something. Hey, yo. Come on, everybody. Gather round. All are welcome. All are welcome. All right. Are we live? Are we live? Let's get going. It's supposed to be a professional operation. If I'm going to have my own network, I think I need to tighten it up a little bit. Let's get going. We can't just sit here and fool around all morning. We have serious business to get to, everybody. Have you taken a look? Have you taken a look outside your window? Humanity's gone to total shit. Who's going to save it? You, Lieutenant Weinberg. Somebody's got to do it. If not us, then who? We are the watchers on the wall. We are the slow, still voice in the night. Somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to take care of these plebes, the great unwashed masses. That's right, the uninitiated, the proletariat. They can't all be like us. Like I said, we're the illuminated ones here on Z Show. That's right. I don't care what anybody says. Come on now. All right, let's get this started. Start this damn camera up. It's not a show until the camera's on, guys. I gotta remind everybody I'm not a chat GPT bot. I'm flesh and blood, everybody. I'm flesh and blood. Take it easy. If you prick me, do I not bleed? Come on, let's get it going. There we go. There we go, folks. Hey-o, come on. Let's get it going here. Doing this damn thing 7 days a week. Give me a break, everybody. Cut me some slack. Tired of it. Who's here? Who's here? Let me do my morning, let me do my intro. Let me do my intro. We can't just have Talcott be the intro. You know, that wouldn't be right. It's the Z show. It's not the Jack Talcott show, everybody. Even though it seems like Mr. Talcott's taken over the interwebs. He is somewhat of a superstar these days, but let me do it right. Good morning, everybody. Grand Rising and Grand Approach. Welcome back to the show that never ends. With your host, me, Zetetic Warrior, but you can just call me Z. Welcome back. Much love. Much love. Who's here? Who's here? Thunder Chicken in the house. Mr. Moose. He's up early this morning, getting at it. El Piro in the house, a.k.a. Word Wizard. Much love, much love. Our singer, Jay. Who else? Jeff Hyatt, promoting his favorite music artist, Nancy Griffith. Jeff Hyatt, the world's biggest Nancy Griffith fan, right here on the Z Show. Check out Nancy Griffith. Much love. Much love. Who else is here? Terry Davies in the house. Capricorni. Jessica Jane, catching us live this morning. Heidi, Divine Spirit. She's up. She's up. She's got her coffee going. She's feeling the vibes. Pamela's Mystical Musings. It's a late night for her, or an early morning, out there coming at us from the AZ. Yeah. Come on, everybody. We're all here for another day. Hey, we might as well make the most of it. We might as well make the most of it. We're here for what it's worth. What it's worth. Well, I'm here. And I guess if you're hearing me, you're here too. So that makes two of us at least. Who knows how we ended up here in this crazy mixed up place we call Earth? Who knows? I'm not sure. I'm not going to pretend to know. I'm not going to give you some bullshit. I'm not going to tell you that you chose to come here to learn things. You picked your mommy and daddy before you were born. So any bad things that happen to you, it's really your fault. Nobody else to blame. It's all your fault. Everything's your fault out there, guys. Moose, are you paying attention? Global warming, climate change. Stop driving your car to work. I mean, I know you need the job to feed your family and everything. I know we made all the prices super inflated, so really you could just barely survive, but you're the bad one. Carbon emissions. Listen to us. Move into our 15-minute cities. You won't have to commute to work. You could just work from home. Come into our cities. Don't worry. Even though it makes it super easy for us to lock you down anytime you want, just come on in. Rights, freedoms, you don't need those. If you just obeyed the law anyway, it wouldn't matter. Who cares if we read your emails? If you were just a good little boy, it wouldn't matter. Get right, people. Get right. Get a hold of yourself. We know better. Submit to your controllers. Give me a break. Anyway, let's rein it in. Moose says, I was going to be a YouTube star, and now I'm a broken hoe, slapped down by the bitter pimp hand of YouTube. I don't know if you're referring to yourself or somebody else, but yeah, Moose says he's in his imagination this morning. Renegade 1 in the house. Much love, Renegade 1. Much love. We're approaching that summer solstice, Mr. Renegade, and you're up there in the northern lands, southwest of Eden. Must have some long days going on up there, broski. A lot of sunlight right now for our friend Renegade 1, man. Make the most of it, dude. Because in 6 months, man, you're going to be fucking pretty much in the dark, man. Keep on chopping that firewood, homie. Keep stacking it. You know, you want to be prepared for the winter. You don't want to be the grasshopper. You guys, remember when we were young? At least some of the older ones. El Piro probably remembers this. Wizard, you remember the cartoon? It was the cricket and the ants, and the ants would prepare all year long for the winter, right? And they would, they're working together and they were storing up their food stores and they were preparing, they were diligent. But the grasshopper was just fucking off all day long. He was just kind of like, irresponsible. He was just hanging out and he was kind of just laughing at the ants as they were working. But what happened? The wintertime came. It got cold, snowy outside. And what happened? The grasshopper found himself in trouble. So after some time, he knocked on the door of the ant village. And he said, "Let me in." And they were like, "Why should we let your ass in? We worked all summer. We were preparing. We chopped our firewood. We gathered our food stores. Fuck you, grasshopper." But eventually they let him in. They were nice. And I think it ended, with a happy ending. I think the grasshopper ended up playing his fiddle because how grasshoppers, maybe it was a cricket. I'm not sure. It's probably a cricket now I think about it. Yeah, thanks, El Piro. Little Ann and the cricket. It wasn't a grasshopper, it was a cricket. And the cricket played his violin because you know how they have little violin arms. And everybody was happy. Yeah. Lesson learned, everybody. You could just piss off and not do anything. Just take advantage of all these hard workers. I actually think the ant and the cricket was early, let's call it collectivist propaganda. They probably made that cartoon for all our friends over in the former USSR, now I think about it. Or maybe some of you dumb fucks in the EU who just, think it's okay just to roll over to tyranny. Why not? Let's all just be run by these fucks in Belgium and Luxembourg. Look, if you're being run by Luxembourg, you got a problem. Could you imagine, like, the vampire-like fucking people that live in Luxembourg? Give me a break, man. You guys got to get it together in EU. Yeah, Alex Tilburg, you're here. You're French, dude. There used to be something called the French Resistance. El Piro knows what I'm talking about. The underground, the French underground. The ones who just didn't roll over and submit to the Nazis. Yeah. You got to get that London Underground thing going up again, Alex Tilburg. You might be the one to do it. You're our guy on the ground in France. This EU bullshit, it's got to go, guys. It's not good for anybody. It's not good for anybody. Yeah. Guys are active in the chat. Goblin King's up early or up late. Either way. Yeah. Gordon Zoll says, exactly. Imagine being bossed by Luxembourg. Like, really? Luxembourg? You kidding me? Yeah. Jeff Hyatt says, right on, Z. I know I'm right on, dude. I know it. Niall coming at us saying the French resistance is their body odor. Now. Let's not stereotype our froggy friends over there in French land. Come on, guys. We won't want to do that. No, not here in Z Show. We don't want to just paint broad brush strokes across large swaths of humanity? That would be bigoted and hate-filled. We can't do that here. Jay just says, creepy Andrew, are you here? Coming at ya. I told you, Andrew. See, poor Andrew. He's not awake yet. It's 3:24 where Andrew is. In California. It's not Andrew's fault. He lives in California, guys. He's going to have cupcake-like tendencies. He doesn't like being called creepy. But Jay, I mean, if it helps, I did find some. I found a theme song for Andrew that I can play every time he comes on. Let me test out Andrew's theme song. Let's see. I'm not sure he's going to really be too happy about it, but I don't know. Let's give it a go here. Yeah, come on. Andrew, don't worry, Andrew. We still love you. It's not your fault you're creepy, you know. It's not your fault, Andrew. Some of us are just creepy, bro. It's not like you're not irredeemable. Like you're not like a horrible person, you know. You shouldn't be like condemned for any reason, but you're just fucking creepy, bro. You're just creepy. Your resistance is actually making you more creepy. So, like I said, dude, the first step is acceptance, and then you can move on from there. But you're fucking creepy, bro. Sovereign Miss thinks it's too upbeat. Like it's not. I don't want to hammer him too hard, dude. I want to make it goofy and zany and campy, dude. I don't want to totally destroy the guy's spirit, you know. I don't want to smash him down too bad. It's he seems to be upset, you know. He's just fine. Imagine going your whole life. Like he seems like he's in his 30s. Imagine going like 35 years of your life and then finding out one day that you're just creepy as fuck. That's got to be tough. You know, you don't just take that and just move on. There's going to be like a refractory period where he needs to adjust. So let's cut our friend Andrew some slack. Oh, let's cut him some slack, guys. You know, like think about it. If you just woke up one morning and found out you're a total creepazoid, like just think about how you would feel, like how you would handle that. I don't know. I'm not sure. Who else is here? Who else is here? Are we still live? Let me know in the chat that they didn't kill my fucking stream because I'm playing copyrighted material. Somebody let me know if we're still live, please. I gotta know. I gotta know. Who else is here? Yeah, London Man's here. London Man's here. All right, we're still live. We're still live. Thank you, guys. Thank you. My StreamYard, yeah, here we go. Sometimes it glitches out. Right, Heidi says Andrew's lady doctor didn't think so. I was thinking about this, Andrew. Like you coming up, flexing multiple times on your sexual conquest, and how you were with a doctor, and how that somehow like means something. Come on, Andrew, do better, bro. Do better. Like she was a doctor, so it's like I don't know. Like she's less of a skeezer. Guys, you don't understand what goes on in these hospitals. Like when you see this like this Grey's Anatomy stuff, and where these doctors are like fucking in the broom closet, they're fucking everywhere. They're fucking on like some like comatose patient's bed, just getting off on it. It's kind of like that, guys. I worked in a pediatric hospital for years. I found people hooking up in the stairwells, hooking up in like empty fucking hospital rooms and shit. And they're all married. These people are all married. It's disgusting. Guys, nurses are the biggest whores out there. No offense, if you're a nurse, Jackie, Jackie Fox and others. Nurse is the biggest thought profession out there. There's something about it. They can't control themselves. So, Andrew, don't come in here and flex that you fuck some doctor and that's supposed to mean something to me and all my listeners. I assure you it does not. Yeah, Thunder Chicken agrees. I'm sure Thunder Chicken's had his way with a few nurses in his life. Yeah. Yeah, it's the scrubs. Because they come on and off very easily. They're easy to clean, so don't worry about getting them all messed up. I'm telling you, what goes on in these hospitals, it's, you know. So Andrew, he's so proud of his lady doctor. Let me be Andrew for a second. Hold on. Let me be Andrew for a second for you guys. I have a lot of impressions, but I've never tried to do my Andrew impression. Let me see if I can do my Andrew impression, everybody. Hold on, I will need some help. Let me see. Do my Andrew. Hey everybody. I just want to tell you again for like the third time. In case I failed to mention it, I fucked a doctor yesterday. Yeah, she wasn't a flat earther, and I don't know, like I was kind of concerned because I'm pretty sure she got the clot shot, and I don't know, like I still fucked her anyway, because she's a doctor. So I just figured that would look good in my resume. So I really wasn't concerned if she got the clot shot or not. I mean, she might have shed on me, but I fucked her anyway, you know? Who knows? I figure if I fuck her enough, I might fuck the flat earth into her. Like, we've seen Trinity Dave, and he's trying to slap the flat earth into these kids in England, so I figured I could fuck the flat earth into this nurse, bitch. What do you think? Actually, she was a physical therapist. Sorry, she was a doctor of physical therapy. Yeah. Yeah, guys. I was giving her flat earth trivia. She didn't really know anything. Like, I asked her, do you know the distance to the sun? She didn't know, but I'll teach her eventually. Thunder Chicken says he ate out those spike proteins. He ate those spike proteins right out of that fucking vag. Oh, dude, you can't write this shit. Sorry, Andrew. You can't come on my show and flex that you fucked a physical therapist a couple times. That ain't no flex, big dog. Like he tried to convince us that he's not creepy by giving us a story about creepily fucking some goofy fucking physical thing. Oh, you can't make it up. Andrew, you did it to yourself, Andrew. We love you, Andrew. Don't be mad. Don't be butthurt, dude. Don't rage quit the show because don't rage quit, Andrew. Oh, right. It's all love, bro. It's all love, man. I gotta get it together, man. I gotta get it together. Oh, man. Okay, let's get it together. Come on, everybody. I just can't come on and laugh at Andrew B for an hour. Like I don't think that's really a show if I do that. That's probably a bit too self-indulgent if I just come on and rip on Andrew for an hour. Yeah. Oh man. Oh God. Oh. Heyo. All right, get it together. Let me turn my camera back on. That way I just won't fucking complete lose it. Oh man. Whew. Okay. Bring it back. Let's move on. We're doing it live, everybody. We're doing it live. All right. We're not just gonna come on and make fun of all my listeners. I don't know, man. I don't know if this formula is really a good one for my long-term success. If I just come on here and alienate all of my my listeners, there's gonna be nobody left. I'm just gonna be broadcasting to myself every morning as I just, one by one, just alienate each one of my fucking listeners. Get it together. Who else is here? Tilburg, I think I said hi to you. Our red pill paperclip in the house. Much love. London McLovin, good to see you. No Despair Bear, Capricorni. Who else rolled in? I don't know. Welcome everybody. Athena, Solver Mist, etc. Our singer in the house. Nuba. Nuba doesn't like when I make fun of flat earthers. He feels as though that's like a no-no, that's not the way it works, Nuba. The optics are high around here. We hold everybody to the same standard. You're gonna come around here, you best come correct, man. You best come correct. We're going places around here. This ain't no 2-bit operation. All right, you're gonna come around. Our friend Trinity Dave went live yesterday. I hope he did well, Dave. If I had to guess, I'd imagine he probably was dealing with some trolling, man. Some trolling, bro. I could only imagine. I could pretty much guarantee that our friend Mitchell was probably troll bombing his entire fucking live stream. I don't know. I wasn't there, but I do know Mitchell, and I wouldn't do it. Let's see. This is his daddy. It says, you're turning into Paul, just making fun of people to bring himself up because you're both insecure. I love the psychology of it. Whatever it takes. Yeah, maybe you're right, Daddy. Maybe you're right. I don't know. Maybe Paul and I are just insecure and we're just making fun of people. I don't know. It's either that or we have a show that appears to be showing some degree of success, and it's funny. It could be that too, or it could just be the thing that you said that you're likely projecting all over me and everybody else. Who knows? The Goblin King says, Z, you doing agape? Yeah, see, Goblin King gets it. Maybe you should listen to Goblin King there, Daddy. Maybe you could learn something. Yeah. Much love, everybody. Much love. I don't know, guys. What's going on in the world? Too much. Too much to follow. Too hot to handle. Too cold to hold. There's craziness going on. My advice, don't play into it. Just laugh at it. Just laugh at the whole stupid thing. What are you going to do? You going to cry? What's that going to do? It's not going to help. They're going to tell you there's wars, rumors of wars, inflation, famine, disease, pestilence. Constantly. Fear, 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 fear. Ever since they instituted their mass multimedia mind control, fuckery. Fear, fear, fear since the very beginning. I don't know. We're all still here. Not all of us. Some of us have fallen along the way. But you and I, we're still here. They keep us feared up. First was global cooling. Global. Hashtag quotes global. Global cooling. Global warming. Now we'll just call it climate change. That way, whatever happens, we'll just say it's your fault. Oh man, it's really hot today. Global warming. Oh, I'm freezing. It's cold. Why is it so cold? It's June. Climate change. Whatever works. As long as we could blame you. It's your fault. It's your fault, Feather Bear. It's your fault, Heidi and Jay and Alpiro and Austin and Alex and Goblin King and Nuba. It's your fault, guys. You did this. You ruined the world. Your very existence is an abomination to creation. How dare you? You have a gas stove in your house. Off with your head. No propane. It's dangerous. Environmental indoor air pollution. No more gas stoves for you. Off with your head. Oh, your car? Your emissions are too high. Off with your head. Scrap that fucking car. Put it on the junk heap. You need one of these brand new, fancy Elon Musk electric cars, electric vehicles. Don't worry. It just might glitch out, lock you in as it explodes. Don't worry about that, though. Don't worry about that. Nothing to see here, people. Nothing to see here. It's still your fault. You did it. How dare you? You want to heat your home? Keep your family warm? How dare you? You need to use our technology, renewable resources. We could have it all. Give me a break. It's all bullshit. It's all bad for you. Ruled by Saturn in house. Sky Rooster, Tristan Lavrat. Yeah, the new thing that really gets me is these cars, all these new cars, when every time you come to a stop sign or a red light, anytime you stop your car for whatever reason, it shuts the engine off. And then that's supposed to help us somehow make it make sense. It doesn't make sense. I can't stand it. Like, I'll be riding my bike down the street or walking, and a car will come next to me, and it stops for a millisecond, and the engine shuts off. And then they hit the gas again, and the engine kicks on again. Which is funny, because when I was a kid, they used to tell us that every time you stop and start your car, you actually use more gas than when it just runs idle. But now they're just telling us the complete opposite. Oh, no, 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 no. Now when you're at the stop sign, even if for 1.5 seconds, we have to stop the fucking engine and turn it back on. So now it's the opposite. Now that actually saves gas, apparently. It makes no sense. It's going to cause accidents. After a while, these new cars, they're not just going to start up so quickly. So you're going to be at a traffic light, your car's going to kick off, you're going to stall out, and somebody's going to rear end you. It doesn't make sense. Austin just said, I just said that the other day. Thank you. Make it make sense, Melodome Austin. Make it make sense. It doesn't make sense. It's stupid. But everybody's just going along with it. Austin says you could turn that shit off. For now, dude. For now. You know how they work, dude. You know about the totalitarian tiptoe towards complete despotic fucking control. Yeah, you could turn that feature off for now. We know where this is going. Social credit system, social credit score. You're driving down the street and you forgot to pay your electric bill. You forgot to pay your taxes. All of a sudden, Big Brother just taps into your car and just disables it. Sorry, you can't drive now. Oh, you didn't renew your license? Your car's disabled. Sorry. Oh, we won't do it when you're in the middle of traffic, but we'll wait till you're parked in your driveway at night. It'll be like a digital repo, man. They'll just disable your car because we're all connected in. And why not? Why not, guys? It's the same thing these people say. Look, and they instituted all this, Homeland Security stuff and the Patriot Act, and we're just gonna go through all your emails, your phone calls. We're just gonna data collect everything, and you really have no privacy anymore. And what do the people say? Oh, well, I don't have anything to hide. What's the big deal? I'm a great person. And, your Aunt Ginny and your Uncle fucking Albert, at the barbecue. Oh, no, what's up? Well, okay, Z. Because, people call me Z in my real life. Oh, okay, Z. Well, what do you care? If you didn't have anything to hide, it wouldn't matter. If you weren't doing anything wrong, who cares what the government does? They could just go through your shit. Fuck them. It's how people think. Again, guys, call it the boiled frog syndrome. They institute these things slowly over time, man. It's a long game for these son of a bitches. The boiled frog, before you know it, you're boiled. You're done. Your goose is cooked. Out of the pan and into the fire. All right. You want that to be you, that's you. It ain't me, I'll tell you that much. I ain't going along with that shit. Wave of the future. Ruled by Saturn says, Wave of the future. Did you guys ever see that movie, Leonardo DiCaprio? He plays Howard Hughes. It's a Scorsese movie where DiCaprio plays Howard Hughes and he's got OCD and he just glitches out by the end. He starts going, Wave of the future. Wave of the future. That's right, guys. I got to get that clip. I got to start getting clips on my show, like sound drops. That's a good one. I'm going to start writing this stuff down. Wave of the future. That's going to be a clip. Thank you, Ruled by Saturn. That's a clip for the show. Aviator, it's called. Yeah, right on. Right on. Yeah, Meldome Austin. Long game against people with no attention span. They already forget. Even amongst like these types of communities, people are already forgetting the last 3 years. They're forgetting how tyrannical things were. When you couldn't go in your grocery store without wearing a muzzle. You couldn't keep your job without submitting to needle tyranny. You couldn't I was listening to our friend Dick Freedom Grower yesterday talking about he lives in Colorado and he was bringing his kids skiing and they were making people ski down the ski slope with fucking muzzles on their face. And they had people coming out like guards and shit, reminding people, put your mask on. I want a chairlift. What do you, mask on. I'm outside, mask on. About a month or two ago, maybe 3, I was hiking on like a trail, like in the middle of the Pine Barrens where I live, in the middle of nowhere. There's nobody back there except me. Then all of a sudden, this one guy comes by on a bicycle by himself, young guy in his 20s, in the middle of the woods with nobody around, and he has a fucking face mask on. The guy was on a bike in the woods on a trail by himself with a muzzle on his face now in 2023. Make it make sense. It doesn't make sense. I still see people walking down the street with a face mask on by themselves. Make it make sense. It doesn't make sense. I've said it a million times. The worst prisons are the ones we put ourselves in. Mental prison, spiritual and conscious prison, man. Fuck these prison bars, man. All right, Axis Rat Blood. Axis Rat Blood wants attention this morning because he knows I've been talking about What's Axis Rat Blood saying this morning? He says, in the comments section of Z's stream yesterday, you can see what I've been doing. 1950 subliminal embedding. Well, Axis, I don't know what you're doing, man. I don't know why you're so hell-bent on destroying the Truthiverse. I mean, I know you created a fucking weapon, a frequency weapon that you're trying to get all these creators to use. Are you implying something, Axis? Was one of my panel members using the frequency yesterday? Because I did let Cage up. And Cage claims, Axis, that indeed he's not interested in employing your weapon, but based on some of the things you're saying now, I don't know. I might have to think twice about letting Cage up again. I don't know. It's pretty fucked up. Sovereign Mist says, "What have we done to him? He's a Satanist." Sovereign Mist. What kind of question is that? When somebody tells you who they are, believe them. Right? So if somebody says I'm a Satanist, I serve the almighty Dark Lord, and then sets out to destroy you, what do you expect? Just is what it is. Terry Davies says they got refused medical treatment at a hospital because they wouldn't wear the muzzle. El Piro going in Axis says you pose nothing but a psychotic shadow. Wow. El Piro, it's like two grand wizards battling. Divine Spirit Heidi says access. Nope. Bow to me, sir. Take it easy, Heidi. Pamela Mystical Musing said she was in Costco yesterday and still saw people with the face diapers. They will be maskers for life. Well, you said it. You said it. Right. Jay says it causes more damage to the ecosystem digging out the materials for the batteries for the electric cars than driving your standard car. These lithium batteries. People think there's an easy... Look, it's this culture where people just want the easy way out. Oh, I'm depressed. Here's a pill. You'll be fine. Don't worry about the side effects and the adverse effects. Just take the pill. Don't really get down to business. Don't do any work on yourself, really. Just take the pill. You'll be fine. Oh, I don't want to destroy the environment. What can I do? Here you go, electric car. Don't really just, change your lifestyle, eat better, slow down, be more ecologically conscious yourself. Don't build better families. Don't build better communities. No. Electric car. That's the wave of the future. Renewable energy. It'll be fine, people. It's really stupid, man. It's really stupid. Ruled by Saturn, the best is the grimy, dirty mask wearers. They've been wearing the same mask since March 2020. I bet, ruled by Saturn. Yeah. I bet there's people out there with the same three-year-old mask at this point. 3-year-old disposable mask that they just never disposed of. There's no doubt about it. Guaranteed. Terry Davies says there's not even enough lithium to make all those batteries. Yeah. People, look, this is how dumbed down everybody thinks. They think that the electricity is just magic. I plug my car into the power outlet and it's just magic. Never thinking, where does that electricity come from? They'll drive by the power plant, they'll see all the smoke and all the pollution coming out of that smokestack. They'll see the huge windmills all along the coast that are just destroying the landscape otherwise. But they'll just ignore that. They have the magic of electricity. Just magic. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah. There's Three Fingers. Three Fingers showed up this morning. Dude, did you know that we put out an all points bulletin for you, Three Fingers? Did you know that the Z community was a little worried, Three Fingers. There was some concern for you. You want to give us an update? Glad to see you, bro. Because we know you're usually consistent, Three Fingers. And yeah, he's here. You don't see him, Heidi? You don't see him? I just saw him. He just was in the messages. Yeah, he's here. I don't know. Good to see you, dude. Yeah, we placed an all points bulletin out across the Truthiverse. You know? People were worried about you. We're like, fuck, Three Fingers. He says he's like apparently on some deathbed or something. I don't know, Three Fingers. You told me you were on your deathbed like 4 months ago. So, does it really count? Anyway, much love. Christy Lee Dolls is here. Christy Lee Dolls says she starts a new job today. Much love, Christy Lee Dolls. Much love. Good to see you, Christy Lee Dolls. Where are you at, Christy Lee Dolls? It's time for you to get out of my dreams and into my car. Don't worry, it's not electric. Three Fingers says, I fell again. Bad this time. Lost my phone till today. Fuck, Three Fingers. Fuck, dude. Come on, Three Fingers. Can't be doing that to us, man. I knew something happened, Heidi. Right, Heidi? I knew it. Heidi knows I'm on it. Yes, I said it yesterday, Three Fingers. I mean, Heidi, Three Fingers. I said to Heidi, I said, something's up. Something fucking happened, man. I knew it. Much love. Shout out to Three Fingers, man. Hopefully you said it was bad, but you're here this morning, man. Hopefully you're on the mend, dude. And if not, you have our well wishes and our prayers. Yeah. Yeah, our singer knows I'm on this kind of stuff, guys. Our singer knows. So does Heidi. When are the rest of you gonna fucking figure it out? Plebes. Fucking plebes. I'm not even gonna read that, Jay, but it was funny. What's your new job, Christy Lee Dolls? What are you into? You don't have to really work, Christy Lee Dolls. Just hit me up. You know, you and I could figure out ways for you to pull in some really nice fiat, and you really wouldn't even have to leave the comforts of your own home. The reality is you wouldn't have to leave the comforts of your own bed, Christy Lee Dolls. Okay? OnlyFans, Christy Lee Dolls. You ever hear of it? All you need is a webcam. You wouldn't even need a microphone. We just need the visual. If you want, I can come down there. I can help you out with it. Get you started. I don't know. Anyway, it's just an idea, Christy Lee Dolls. I'm full of good ideas. Our singer, Uncle Rick, says, easy. I know. You got to keep me reined in, Uncle Rick. You know how it is with me. Especially with Christy Lee Dolls. She has a new picture of herself, if guys haven't noticed. You know? It's more of a full body shot. And Uncle Rick, the picture speaks for itself, homie. I don't really even have to say much. It just says it all. Thunder Chicken, man, you got a lot of balls, dude. After that whole performance that we saw yesterday where your girlfriend showed up and you guys had to make your debut appearance as a couple on the Z show. Oh, God. I was gagging a little bit, Thunder Chicken. Come on, dude. You're better than that. Thunder Chicken, come on. Don't be simping all over these airways, dude. Don't be simping all over the truth reverse, man. Who saw that yesterday? Thunder Chicken's girlfriend came rolling in my show, and everything had to stop, and he's blowing her kisses and stuff. Yeah, Tilburg says it was gay. It was, I don't know if it was gay, but it was fucking, I don't know. You caused a scene, Thunder Chicken. You know, he said he's courting a nice lady. Well, I don't know. Jay just says, oh my, get a grip, Thunder Chicken. Dude, come on, man. Christy Lee Dolls is like, Christy, did you catch it yesterday? Brielle comes sauntering in. Like, oh, pay no attention to me. I'm Brielle. I'm just going to stroll into the Z show and just casually say good morning to everybody. Oh, hi, Thunder Chicken. Just waving that thing around in the air. Give me a break. Yeah, Christy Lee saw it. Christy Lee knows what's up. She fucking saw the whole thing play out. Honestly, Thunder Chicken, it was a spectacle, dude. You made a spectacle of yourself. Give me a break. Oh shit, Broken Hoe Healer coming in saying, I got that lightning cock for witness, hashtag Brielle. And that once she's tired of Thunder Chicken, Broken Hoe Healer's going to help her. So, looks like you have some competition there, Thunder Chicken. I don't know. But yeah. Yeah. Notice Bear said he's pussy whopped. Yep. I mean, look, the evidence speaks for itself, guys. In many ways, the evidence is incontrovertible. You know? I mean, yeah. Thunder Chicken says, I got a phone call. BRB. Yeah. Yeah. Broken Hoe Healer just says, nice titties, Christy Lee. Well, bit crude there, Broken Hoe Healer. Although your name is Broken Hoe Healer, so what else would we expect from you? But a little bit crude on that one. Just saying that Christy Lee Dolls has nice titties. Regardless, I think I have to agree with you. She has nice titties. Jay says that's probably the only girl he's been with. No, Jay, come on. Have you seen Thunder Chicken? That's an obvious miscategorization of our friend. Give me a break. Give me a break. Let's not go there. El Piro's talking about how to get hydrogen from water using electrolysis. You know, it's funny, El Piro. The guy that we were making fun of earlier, Andrew, with the Addams Family song, he knows how to do that. He's actually done it. So, Talcott clip collection in the house. Clip collection. Did you see the bit I did yesterday with Jack? Did you see it? Clip collection. Just give me a yes or no. I did it for you. Clip collection. The bit was made around you. I hope you do something with it. Yeah, in my show. On my show. Go back, I had Talcott on, okay? He and I did a rendition of the classic courtroom scene in the movie A Few Good Men. You have to go look at it, Clip Collection. It was at the, let me see if I can tell you right around where it was. It was right around the 2 hour and 30 some minute mark yesterday in my show. 2 hours and like maybe 35, 36, 37 minutes, dude. Dude, you have to fucking do it. Do you want me to play it here? Talcott Clip Collection? Heidi, when I played it early this morning, could you hear it clear enough? And Uncle Rick, the guys who were here this morning, is it worth it for me to play it again for Talcott Clip Collection, or was it... I have bad audio when I replay stuff because I just play it over another speaker. She said yes. Yes, it was good, Heidi, or bad? It was yes good or yes bad? Should I play it again? All right. Talcott Clip Collection. All right, she said play it. All right, so Talcott Clip Collection. Right. All right, listen up, Talcott Clip Collection. I'm going to play it again. Yesterday, my friend, my good friend, our good friend, Mr. Talcott, and we did a segment. It's called Talcott Reads the Classics. And yesterday, Talcott and I did our rendition of the famous courtroom scene from the movie A Few Good Men. Talcott played the Jack Nicholson character, Colonel Jessup, and I played the Tom Cruise character, Lieutenant Caffey. And I'll play an excerpt from it. I won't play the whole thing, but Talcott Clip Collections, if you don't fucking use this, I'm going to be very upset with you. All right, let's get into it. All right, here we go, Talcott Clip Collection. Everybody, for your listening pleasure, I'm bringing to you, for your listening pleasure, Jack Talcott Reads the Classics. The Z-Show rendition of the climactic courtroom scene from the Hollywood classic movie A Few Good Men. Take it away, Mr. Talcott and Mr. Warrior.
So Santiago shouldn't have been in any danger at all. Should he have, Colonel?
You little bastard.
I'd like an answer to the question, Judge. If Kendrick told his men that Santiago wasn't to be touched, then why did he have to be transferred, Colonel? Kendrick ordered the code red, didn't he? Because that's what you told Kendrick to do. And when it went bad, you cut those guys loose. You had Markinson sign a phony transfer order. You doctored the logbooks. I'll ask for the fourth time. You ordered the...
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled to them.
You want answers?
I want the truth.
You can't handle the truth. Son, we live in a world that has walls, and those walls have to be guarded by men with guns. Who's going to do it? You? You, Lieutenant Weinberg? I have a greater responsibility than you can possibly fathom. You weep for Santiago and you curse the Marines. You have that luxury. You have the luxury of not knowing what I know, that Santiago's death, while tragic, probably saved lives. And my existence, while grotesque and incomprehensible to you, saves lives. You don't want the truth because deep down in places you don't talk about at parties, you want me on that wall. You need me there. We use words like honor, code, loyalty. We use these words as a backbone to a life spent defending something. You use them as a punchline. I have neither the time nor the inclination to explain myself to a man who rises and sleeps under the blanket of the very freedom I provide, then questions the manner in which I provide it. I'd prefer you just said thank you and went on your way. Otherwise, I suggest you pick up a weapon and stand a post. Either way, I don't give a damn what you think you're entitled to.
Did you order the code red?
I did the job you sent me to do.
Did you order the code red?
You're goddamn right I did.
Oh, that'll never not be funny to me. That I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me, but that's as funny as it gets in my book. I don't know why. I need to examine that, I think. Oh, yeah, thank you, Christy Lee Dolls. So Talcott Clip Collection, man. I mean, please, by all means, you're welcome to that. He said, I wish I could see y'all faces, but I can make something work. Yeah, no, go back to yesterday's stream. You could see our faces, dude. You can see our faces on yesterday's stream, bro. Like I said, go back to the certain place in the show, right around the 2 hour and 30 something minute mark. Yeah, yeah. You can see us on the side. Do something with it. It that's just an excerpt of it. It's a little bit longer. We did more of the courtroom scene. But I mean, I have another one. Next time Jack comes on, there's another one we're going to do. So I don't know. Should I let the cat out of the bag? Or should I just keep it a secret until I launch it? But the other one might even be a better scene than that one for Jack. But Mr. Talcott. What a character. What a character. We clip collection. We also found out yesterday here that when it comes to the relationship between our friend Talcott and the notorious Antoine Daniels, apparently there's a little bit of trouble in paradise. Talcott let us know that he feels as though Antoine has a bit of an ego and a bit of arrogance. So I'm not sure how the whole collaboration between those two is going, but anyway, who knows? Who knows? Yeah, you can see our faces in it. Talcott clip collection. You can see it. So I'll let my audience in. The next time I do it with Jack, the movie we're gonna do is it's gonna be the ending to Apocalypse Now. Jack's gonna play the Marlon Brando character, where he's become a warlord. He's gone off. He's gone AWOL into the jungles of I guess it's Vietnam or Korea. I forget where he is. And Jack's gonna play the warlord Marlon Brando. You know, the horror. And I'm gonna play the Martin Sheen character. Yeah, spoiler alert, L4Y4. But the next one's gonna be Apocalypse Now. Notice that all the characters I have for Jack are basically sociopathic, psychotic, tyrannical, you know, despotic, basically monsters, cult leaders, things like that. Thunder Chicken says Jerry Maguire. It's funny because I thought about the Jerry Maguire scene, but probably won't go there. You know, like You Complete Me. I could do it like a Jerry Maguire, You Complete Me, and I play the Renee Zellweger thing, but what's that her name? Zellweger, whatever her name is. But I have to bring in the unslaved one to play that part. Clip Collection says between Antoine and Talcott, I think we all know there's a good possibility it's gonna end in fiery crash and burn. Yeah, like those Teslas. When they catch on fire, you just can't put the fire out. I agree. Three Finger says coffee in RSO time. I think he's referring to I think it's called Rick Simpson oil, or it's like a cannabis oil. It's funny you say that, Three Fingers. I'm trying to get off the cannabis. Not really. It's not that I'm trying to get off it. I'm trying to find a healthy balance in my life. I really don't drink anymore, but I do consume cannabis, and I am finding that the edibles mix with me better. I enjoy the feeling of the edibles much more. I don't really like smoking cannabis. It's just easier for me, and I like the feeling of the edibles better. I've never tried RSO, but I hear good things about it. Broken Hoe Healer says the Training Day scene with Talcott as Denzel. That's a really good one. That's a good one. Training Day. Um, you know, I was even thinking like Talcott in like Casablanca or Gone with the Wind. Really bring him into the classics. Pulp Fiction, maybe, like one of the classic Pulp Fiction scenes with Talcott, can you picture Talcott like Ezekiel 25:17? The path of the righteous man is bisected on both sides. You know what I mean? Like have Talcott do the whole Samuel L. Jackson shit from Pulp Fiction. Yeah, Clip Collection gets it. So come on, Clip Collection. I'm doing this for you, really, man. We're gonna bring Talcott into the classics. So start brainstorming how you want to do it. If you want to take his face and put it in there, or just do an audio thing, or I don't know, man. I'm not sure. But that's what we're doing, man. We're going full meta in this metaverse. We're gonna bring Talcott. We're gonna transpose Talcott into the classics, bro. Falling down Talcott. Yeah, that's a good one. You know what I'm thinking? Clip Collection, the hamburger scene, right? The hamburger scene in Falling Down, bro, where he goes into the fucking he goes into the fast food place. It's like the McDonald's knockoff place, and he tries to order a hamburger, but it's still breakfast time. Oh, West Side Story. Yeah, all right. So listen, Talcott Clip Collection, if I'm gonna do this, man, you got to be on it, man. You got to be on this shit, dude. Dances with Wolves. Oh, the possibilities are endless. And you know the funny thing that I pointed out, Clip Collection, is that Paul pointed this out once and it stuck with me. Jack, I could have reined it in a little bit. Hold on. Our friend Mr. Talcott is for some reason conspicuously unaware of pop culture. For instance, Clip Collection, I brought up the holiday classic, A Christmas Carol, yesterday because I'm going to do a Clip Collection. This is going to be great for you too. I'm planning a Christmas special here in the Z Network. And we're going to do a truth or verse rendition of A Christmas Carol. And of course, Jack Talcott's going to play Scrooge. Who else? The point is, it seemed when I brought this up to Jack, he was unaware of like the reference. Like Jack didn't know the reference of Scrooge, A Christmas Carol, Charles Dickens. He almost seemed like he didn't know the reference to A Few Good Men, but then kind of like it triggered something. He consistently is unaware of like pop songs, like songs that everybody knows. He's unaware of them. He doesn't know the melody. He doesn't know the lyrics. So he doesn't know pop movies. He doesn't know pop songs. Jack has a gap in his mind when it comes to pop culture. And some have speculated, and it begs the question, is it a possibility that Jack is more than meets the eye? Is he some kind of, maybe a clone, or like an android, or some kind of transhumanist cyborg? I don't know, guys. I'm just asking a question. It would make sense. Yeah, Moose said a test tube baby. Yeah, Chrissy Lee Dolls, think about it. His lack of pop culture knowledge strains credulity and credibility. In some ways, is his lack of pop culture knowledge evidence to the idea that he's basically a cyborg. I don't know. Tilburg just says Jack's gay. Alex, why do you just think everybody's gay all the time? What is with that, dude? And again, you're French. So, what do they say? People in glass houses shouldn't throw stones? I don't know. I'm not saying you're necessarily gay, by nature, due to the fact that you're French. I'm not saying that all French people are gay. I'm just saying if you're French, calling people gay is probably something you should, you should look out for. Just saying. I don't know. Could be me. Could be me. Jay just says, I am. You're what, Jay? You're gay? Are you coming out here on the show? You coming out of the closet right here on Z Show? Hey, salute. Congratulations. Moose just says, the French know how to tickle my balls with their tongue. Well, Moose, you said it, not me. I mean, I don't like the stereotype around here. We just can't paint all Frenchmen as gay. That's not nice. It's probably not accurate. Alpira just says, I did too many shrooms and now I'm a lunatic. It's funny, Alpira, because you said lunatic, and lunatic has to do with the moon. Lunatic, Luna means moon. So I know Word Wizard, you're into it. And it's funny because Word Wizard, Alpira, I do think that the shrooms are linked to the moon somehow. What do you think, Christos? Like, I have a theory that, your experience on shrooms is dictated by the moon cycle, the phases of the moon, so to speak. I just feel like shrooms are tapped into the moon. It's just a feeling I have. I don't have any evidence. Where's Niall? Niall loves how I have these theories, like these Z theories. That's one of the Z theories. That shrooms are connected to the moon. Three Finger says, no such thing as too many shrooms or acid. Right, Three Finger. Says the guy who's consistently fallen on his face. Jay says Frenchie is what I'm saying. No, like I said, you can't just call a Frenchman gay. That's an unfair characterization. You can't do that. It's not nice. Yeah. Who else is here? Who else is piling in here on the Moon Day morning? Mateo said dude did too much acid in the 80s and 90s. Mateo in the house. Right, Clip Collection. Everybody knows Scrooge. Everybody except Talcott. I think we need to explore this, guys. This is something we might need to look into. Is Talcott an android, basically? Is he like a bot? I could picture it. Is it possible that Talcott's just being run by some AI construct? He's Talcott GPT, man. Moose says, stop begging for attention, Trish. Which Trish? Trish Bastone? Moose, are you calling Trish out because she keeps begging me to take her wrench away? She only wants me to take her wrench away because she knows that eventually she's going to ban her father from my chat because Lou comes in and makes... I can imagine it's embarrassing for you, Trish, so I don't blame you. It must be tough to be modded up in my chat when your dad comes in here and consistently makes a fool of himself. I don't blame you, Trish. If Lou Bass was my dad, I'd probably be living with a lot of shame, guilt, unresolved trauma, myself. We know you've had a tough road to walk, Trish. Come on, Moose, go easy on her. Her dad is Lou Bastone. Think about it, dude. Think about what that must have been like for her. Think about that nightmare. Your dad's Lou. Trish, in regards to Lou, says, I just want to block him personally so he can't see my comments, but I can't do that. No, Trish, let it fly. He needs to see these comments. Like I said, we're actually helping your dad out, very likely in the long run. Your dad needs to see this stuff. He needs to break the persona. Yeah, that's right, Mish. Moose. Yeah, imagine Talcott on shrooms. Could you imagine? I don't even think I want to go down that go down that road. I don't even want to imagine Jack like on psychedelics. No, Jay Height. No one. I don't think anybody thinks Jack's gay. Although Jack did, when I questioned Jack, because we know the topic of cunnilingus is, it's a big topic here on Z Network. I've made my stance on it known many times. We don't have to go into it really this morning, but Jack made it known yesterday that he's pro cunnilingus. Jack feels as though if a special lady comes along, not just any old lady, not any of these like Tinder skags that he's scraping up, but like he said, if a special lady comes along, that that he's going down on these hoes. And he basically felt that I was in some way traumatized and damaged from my past, and that's why I'm against going down on these ladies. But Jack's pro cunnilingus, so we found that out yesterday. And a more disgusting thought I can't imagine, really. But yeah, cunnilingus, exactly. Cunnilingus, Christy Lee Dolls. Although Christy Lee Dolls, you might have missed it. I did put a caveat. Again, I have a hard line against cunnilingus in my life, but I did, Christy Lee Dolls, indeed say that for you, I may be willing to break the rules a little bit, so to speak. I don't know. Just saying. Just saying. Piano Man, Rob Cleveland himself, says, hoes are not women. Well, Rob Cleveland, there you go. You're living up to your reputation as pretty much an ultra simp. But it's all right, Rob. You're young. You're still in your 20s, and the world needs simps. But I don't recommend it, guys. Not at all. Not even a little bit. Yeah. Christy Lee gave me the hard eyes. I told you, Christy Lee, I'd fuck you. Like, you and I could probably have a really good thing going. But I just know you would fuck it up. Your female nature would just get in the way, and you'd fuck it up. You'd get in your feelers, you'd get in your emotions. You'd fuck up a good thing, Christy Lee Dolls, because I could easily have you flying in and out frequently. Hell, I'd probably even head down there for a couple days, maybe a weekend, fly back up here. It's not far from me. I could be down there in a couple hours and back by Monday. You know that, Christy Lee. So do I. And it probably would be a really good thing for both of us. But you'd fuck it up. You just would. You'd come on here one morning, you'd just be in a certain way, and you'd ruin it. It's a shame. She said you'd have to move to Louisiana. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't have to move to Louisiana. You know, I wouldn't have to move to Louisiana with a banjo on my knee. I don't think there's any way you can get me to move to Louisiana. It wouldn't work. I'm a Guido from New Jersey. Have you ever seen the movie My Cousin Vinny? Have you ever seen it where Joe Pesci plays My Cousin Vinny and he goes out to bumfuck Hickville? If I moved to Louisiana, that's what it would be. It would be My Cousin Vinny. I'd just be a Guido walking around the swamp sticks, wondering like what grits are. Yeah, she's laughing. I would just fly you in, or I would just fly down to you, Christy. But you'd fuck it up. All the guys in here know what I'm talking about, at least the ones who are nonsense. Although I pretty much found out that almost all the guys in the Truthiverse are very much simp-like. Yeti Life knows. I think Yeti Life's a young man, and he's learning. I think Yeti Life's learning from my channel. He's learning that it's not... The life of a simp is not what you want as a guy. It really doesn't work out well. And that's one of the reasons why I do this. For Yeti Life, for Christos, for Young Penile Power, Sean. I'm trying to help these guys. So Heidi says, get a grip, Z. No, Heidi, I'm helping the men out here. You ladies, I'm helping you too, really. You're going to resist and kick and scream the whole way, but you're still going to come back here every morning. Kicking and screaming as Z lays it down and tells these guys, don't be going down on these hoes. It's all bad. Don't be simping, Rob, Christos. It's all bad. Oh, here we go, Rob. Talk about being in your feelers, Rob Cleveland. Let's read Rob's remark. Should I try to do a Rob impression? I don't think I can. He's too soft-spoken. He says, only thing I learned from Z is that he's projecting his experiences onto his viewer, and he's bitter and sexually frustrated. Rob, that's what a simp would say. Like, did you just open the simp handbook, turn to page 1, and just fucking repeat? Rob, you just gave us Simp 101, bro. Yeah, Tilburg says, licking that yeast infection. Alex, you said it, not me, dude. You said it all, man. You fucking said it all, man. I mean, I like bread, but that sourdough bread? Nah, you can save it. You can save that sourdough shit. I don't need that. Yeah. Yeah, Tilburg. No. It's all bad, guys. I don't want to go into it today. We spent half the show yesterday talking about this. We don't need to do it again. It's too much for people. It's too much. It's too much. It really is. Heidi weighing in on the Z and Christy Lee Doll's relationship says you both would be rebound grunge fucking. Grudge fucking. I don't know, Heidi. I mean, it may be true for Christy Lee Dolls, but I don't think it would apply to me at this point. I think I'm way past rebound stuff. Way past it. Yeah. Christy Lee Dolls seems to be referencing her ex-boyfriend. What a weird statement, Christy Lee Dolls. She says, it didn't work. He was in a weird cult and other reasons. Who knows? Who knows what she's referencing? Who knows? You guys are going, everyone's going, Everybody's active in the chat this morning. And this Monday, this moon day. Be careful, Christy Lee Dolls. Thunder Chicken's a taken man. He was simping all over the airways with his lovely Brielle yesterday, making everybody gag. At least the ones amongst us still left with a fucking gag reflex. I threw up in my mouth a little bit, Thunder Chicken, after that display yesterday. Yeah. A lot of simps around here, man. I'm realizing that. That's one of the biggest. I think, downsides of the truther community is it's filled with simps. It really is. It's a fucking community of just fucking hopeless simps. It's bad. Yeah, Mimi. It's simp central around here. Your boy Rob Cleveland's top of that list. But like I said, Mimi, we're gonna let Rob slide. He's 29 years old. You know, Rob, talk to me. Talk to me in 20 years. Let's hear your take on it, bro. Yeah, thank you, our singer. Our singer knows I hit it right on the thing. You're 29 years old, Rob. Simp all you want, bro. Ruled by Saturn since simping is easy, being a man is hard. I don't know. You paying attention, Rob? Christos? Up here said Rob he likes sliding. What? Sliding into them DMs. Yeah, no doubt about it. Come on, Rob. Get a hold of yourself. All right, let me drop the invite in. People start getting antsy the longer I go without dropping the link. Everybody comes here, want to tell me how I'm supposed to run my show. All these fucking panel whores come. Rob Cleveland just comes up every morning to show himself. He's like, "Oh, here I am, ladies. I'm presenting myself to you. I really don't have much to say. I'm just gonna smile and show you my dreadies." Rob, do you use like a filter like on your camera? Because like your dreadies seem to like glow, dude. Like, is there like an IG filter that like makes your dreadies glow? Is that like a thing? It's just your dreadies, dude. You know what I mean? It's weird, dude. I don't know. Do you use like a special lotion on your dreadies? You know, like shea butter or cocoa butter or something, hemp oil. Like, how do you keep those dreadies so shiny and luxurious, dude? What's your secret, Rob? There's got to be some trick to it. You know, your dreadies are just too shiny. You know, like they don't seem real almost. It's got to be a filter. Soul Glow filter. Major Face Bump says Soul Glow. Shout out to Coming to America, Eddie Murphy, Arsenio Hall. Soul Glow. Rob says it's natural. We ain't buying that, Rob. Ain't nobody buying that. Them dreadies are natural, dude. I'm going with the Soul Glow. Oh, I think Dick nailed it. He just said vag oil. Look, based off what some of you simps were saying, like fucking Flatman X was on here, Chris, yesterday, talking about letting that vag oil just drip all over his beard and lapping it up. So, I don't know, Dick, you might be onto something. People have been espousing the natural benefits of vag oil. Maybe that's Rob's secret. Yeah, look at Thunder Chicken. He said makes the beard shine too. He's another one. You guys are fucking hopeless, man. I got a chat full of fucking hopeless simps. I don't know why I do this. I don't know why I come on here every morning and do this. I'm not getting through to anybody. Nobody. Y'all still think you live on a spinning, wobbly space rock And you all think it's a good idea to keep going down on these bitches. Yeah, Dick. I ain't only flat smacking these people. I'm vag smacking them too. Doesn't seem like anybody's listening. I don't know. What a shame. What a shame. It seems like you guys don't want to be helped. Come here, try to help, and you guys reject it. It's really a shame. Yeah, his dreads, right, Heidi. His dreads are radiant. They're actually radiant. I don't know, Heidi. I think it's a filter. They have a filter for everything these days. Makes sense. Why not have a dready filter? It makes your dreadies radiant. Because when Rob comes on, his dreadies are fucking glowing, man. They really are. Rob says he ain't no bitch. He don't use filters. Well, we'll take your word for it, man. I don't know. Yeah, them glowing dreads. How does somebody have dreads that literally glow? It's insane. It's insane. Yeah, no filter. Axis Frat Blood is here. Said he's listening in. And he likes the show. Right on, Axis Frat Blood. Well, if you like my show so much, then why are you trying to tear down the Truthiverse? Why are you using a fucking frequency weapon to try to destroy us all, dude? It's weird. Either way, much love. Much love, Axis Rat Blood. No, Jay. He's not glowing from the VAX. That's not Rob. Pamela just said she thinks Rob has good energy. Well, Pamela, I'd imagine that Rob would be more than willing to entertain, let's say, entertain some time with you, Pamela. I mean, I don't want to speak for you, Rob, but I'm just taking a guess, Pamela. From at least what we've seen from you, I think it's, I think there's a fair chance that Rob Cleveland would be more than willing to entertain a little time with Pamela Mystical Musings. Numbers says maybe Rat Blood can use the frequency to make the show less boring. Oh, that's not nice, Numbers. It's weird because you're here every morning. I don't know why somebody would watch such a boring show each and every morning. I mean, you'd think there's like literally millions and millions of other channels on YouTube. And literally all kinds of media options that you can be consuming. But yet you're here for my boring show. Really makes you think. Isn't it ironic? Isn't it ironic? Yeah, them dreads be sparkling, man. It's a sparkle filter on them dreads. It's a sparkle filter, man. Yeah, clip collection. Do something with that, man. Jack went for it. We can't let that collection, that scene go to waste. Clip collection. I mean, Jack fucking rolled out of bed and he laid down like pretty much an Oscar-worthy performance. You cannot let that go to waste, man. I'm looking forward to seeing what you do with that. Paul from Newcastle. Much love, much love. Good to see you. Yeah. Come on, Freedom Grower. I'm trying to take it out of the gutter and keep bringing me there. He says, ladies coming out. coming out to get in line for that lap wash. Right. They know. They spent the night with Rob Cleveland. He's gonna go down there. He's gonna basically polish the clit, dude. He's gonna lick the platter clean, bro. You've already said it, Rob. Now you're gonna have to live up to your fucking reputation, dude. Because now, Rob, you made it known. If you hook up with any of these metaversal bitches, dude, they're going to expect that you go down on them, dude. Hey, this is the life you're creating for yourself, Rob. I can't help you, dude. Freedom says all you can eat buffet. Well, he does live in Vegas, the home of the all you can eat buffets. So who knows? Rob's going to give you that all you can eat buffet. Oh, it's disgusting. Can't take it. Guys, do I need to explain all the reasons why it's all bad to go down on these bitches? I can't just come on here every morning and lay the reasons out. It's just all bad, guys. Just all bad. All right, let's see. What's Jay asking me? Jay says, Z, what do you think about all history basically got some narrative and how they might be built with having to get materials from other places and never any info on how they built it? Yeah, I don't know, Jay. I could say a lot about it, but there's a lot of questions when it comes to our history, dude. Where did all these fucking buildings come from? Do we have like an inherited architecture? You know? Do we have like an inherited civilization? It's very strange. We live in a strange world, guys. That's why I keep saying, you can't take it seriously. You start taking this world too seriously, man, you're doing something wrong. I don't care who you are. It's probably all bad. Axis rat blood says sperm cells can stay in a vagina for up to a year. I don't know about that, Axis rat blood. You may be onto something there. A year sounds a bit long, but they don't want to learn, Axis. They don't want to learn. People want to stay in their imaginations. They want the fantasy. They want the romance. All you ladies, you want your Prince Charming, you know? Yeah, you want your Prince Charming. After you spend 2 decades just getting run through, completely run through by like the dregs of society. Yeah, I want my Prince Charming. Now that I'm 38, knocking on 40's door. Prince Charming, where are you? Hello, Prince Charming. Where are you? Give me a break, Prince Charming. Yeah, they want to believe, Alex. People don't want reality. Nobody wants the real. People want a story. That's why people love stories so much. They love narratives, fairy tales. Nobody wants the truth. Like Talcott said, you can't handle the truth. You think you want the truth. Everybody thinks, oh, I want the truth. Don't lie to me. No, you want lies. Because if you wanted the truth, you wouldn't live your lives the way you're all living your lives. You would evidence otherwise. You wouldn't be living a lie. You want the truth, live the truth. How's that? Start there. Stop living in a lie and a fantasy. It's too much. Links in the chat, everybody. Links in the chat. Yeah, I don't see Andrew B here this morning. Andrew B's upset at my show. Andrew B's upset. He doesn't want to come on here. He wants to be part of the Z thing, but he hates it, like, that I'm like alchemizing his, his creepiness into content. He doesn't like it. Sorry, Andrew. Do I need to apologize to Andrew for calling him creepy? Yeah, Christos. He's not here this morning. I know it's early. He lives in California, so he got upset yesterday. You can tell Andrew was upset yesterday when he came on, man. He was like really letting me have it, man. He was raising his voice, getting all hot and bothered. Look at Robbie. Man, Rob, you've been in your feelers for like weeks now. He says people don't like being miscategorized by you. Why, Rob? Because I call you a simp. I say you're just doing broken hoe tactics, going around the truth-averse, disparaging me and my show. I told you, Rob, it ain't a lie if it's true, bro. It ain't a lie if it's true. It ain't a miscategorization if it's true. So, Rob, if I call you a super simp, and you are indeed showing all the characteristics of a super simp, how is it a mischaracterization? Explain it to me. I'd like to know. Trish says I need to do the creepiest guy of the Truthiverse contest. That's not a bad idea, Trish. We have a lot of contestants to work with there, man. There's some creepy fucks around here, man. There's some really creepy guys. Rob says, you lying, dude. You lying. Lying. Heidi. She's caping for you, Rob. She said, Rob, it's true. It's false narratives. It's not true. Come on, Z. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I guess it could be considered a matter of opinion, but some things are just kind of obvious. Some things just show themselves to be true. They're self-evident. They're evident upon their face. What are you saying, Christy Lee Dolls? Christy Lee Dolls, shouldn't you be getting ready for work? Yeah. Yeah, Christy Lee says, what did she say? Oh, Z, we always wanted our Prince Charming. Right. And in the effort to find that Prince Charming, y'all ladies be kissing a lot of frogs. A lot of frogs. Oh, the only way I could find my Prince Charming is if I just go through the endless swamp of beta male simp thirsty guys and just kiss all these frogs. And eventually one of them is going to be my Prince Charming. How many frogs are you going to kiss, Christy Lee, before you find that prince? How many? Yeah. Rat Blood's fucking way active this morning in the chat, man. He's just going off. Rat Blood says, how many used up vagina have you been in with all the residue of the last guy or got? Thank you, Rat Blood. Used up residue that these bitches are just walking around with. They got Rob Cleveland just lapping up that residue, Rob. Come on, Rob. You're okay with that? You're okay with lapping up that residue, as Rat Blood calls it? How come Rat Blood, who's a Satanist, comes here in my show each morning and makes more sense than almost all you fucking people? I wanted to explain to me, make it make sense. Why is it that Axis Rat Blood, who's an avowed Satanist, literally comes in here and fucking speaks more rationally than the rest of you guys. It makes me wonder. I'm questioning everything now more and more. Everything's on the table. Why does the fucking Satanist make more sense than the rest of you guys? It's really strange. Again, it's insane. Heidi says, "You're an asshole, Z. Get off from Rob. You're an asshole, Z. Leave Rob alone. You're an asshole. You're upsetting Rob. I'm helping Rob. Do you understand? Rob needs this from me. Because Rob's going to spend the next 15 years of his life like a thirsty hound dog, just dropping down on his knees, bowing down to the almighty vag. And it's not going to do him any good. It's going to work to his detriment. So you can sit here and like, oh my God, Z, you're so mean to Rob. So you could say it all you want. I'm helping the guy. He'll thank me in the end. Trust me. Hashtag trust me. Mr. Miyagi says Satan is the champion of mankind. London man sitting there smoking a blunt in a dark room, just laughing like always. Chrissy Lee Johnson says vaginal tyranny. It is a tyranny. We're all under the tyranny of the vag. The vaginal monarchy. The vaginal matriarchy. Yeah. You said it, Numbers. Z is vag smacking the plebes, and they can't take it. Hashtag trust me. Let's let up my first guest of the morning backstage. Let me settle in here. We're kicking into the open panel portion of the show, everybody. Just in case you haven't realized it. Our next guest, she's been here before. She's a returning guest. She's a friend of the show. She's also the eldest daughter of Lou Bastone. But I'm going to stop introducing her like that because really Lou Bastone is the father of my next guest. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome back to the stream, Trish Bastone. Trish, good to see you.
What up? Every time you bring me up, you say, oh, I'm going to stop introducing her like that. Every time you bring me up, you introduce me like that.
I know. Eventually I'm going to remember. And because really, Trish, it's not fair to you to define you as Lou's daughter because really we should define Lou as your father. So, yeah, I'm going to work on that. I'm going to continue to work on that, no doubt.
It's okay. What's going on, Z?
I'm just doing my thing. What's on your mind? Why do you want me to take your wrench away? You keep
just
saying
do it.
that.
It's not a big deal. I just do it. I just want to, I feel like I can't comment, openly, freely, because it's whatever, I'm not trying to.
Well, Trish, what does the wrench have to do with anything? Like, how does the wrench play into it? Like, how would losing your wrench, like, change that situation?
Because if I can't block him, I can go on another channel and block him. But if I have a wrench here, he can always just see me, no matter what. I don't know. It's some weird thing.
Oh,
but anyways,
really? So you're saying there's a way in YouTube, I wasn't aware of this, that you can block him from seeing, so everybody else would be able to see your comments except him?
Yeah.
Wow.
But if I have
All
a
right.
wrench, he can't.
I don't know. I thought it was funny to give you a wrench. I kind of like that you're modded up and he's not.
It's not funny. It's just stupid. But what's going on, man? Like, well, I don't get it. Why? Okay, on this topic that you can't get off of. Like, are you just saying, any girl, you go meet a random girl? What if you find some ride or die girl where you're just like, she's a real one?
Hold on. Let me stop you here. First off, there ain't no ride or die girls. That's a misnomer. Yeah, it's true. It's true, Trish. Come on.
That's not
There's
true.
no
I'm
ride
a ride
or
or die.
Well, you say you are, but
I am.
There's no ride or die. So I take issue with the question, with the premise. I would just say there's no ride or dies. Secondly, yeah, I'm just saying, there's a general edict. I don't care if she's a virgin and you married her as a virgin, and if you've known her forever, and you're both right out of high school, and she's lickety split clean, so to speak. No.
Okay.
Yeah. I have
Crazy.
I have
But
a total. It's a no-go. There's zero circumstances where a man should ever go down. Now, I mean, I could explain to you why, but to me, it doesn't even need explanation. I mean, do you want me to try to explain it to you? I mean, I could.
No, it's fine. I don't care. I mean, I feel sad. I feel bad. I feel bad for you. I feel bad for people who think this way, and it's okay. You can think that way. It's just, could actually I can't even talk about it. It's fucking gross, but best
Look,
of luck.
Look, it's like Numbers said. The system calls them useless eaters for a reason. They're useless eaters. It's useless to go eat in these. Here's the thing. All right, one, it bleeds. So that's the first thing.
Yeah.
It bleeds.
So you never ate a fucking hamburger?
Come on, that's gross.
That's
bloody hamburgers are just as gross. Now, yes, I've eaten bloody hamburgers and stuff, but I don't want my lady bleeding into my mouth. That's
so timing,
Two, look at Axis Radblood says. You want to be down there, look, to really think about it, should a guy really be down there lapping up somebody else's jizz juice? They shouldn't do that.
That's fucking wild. No, for sure. You find a girl who's just getting around, why would you do that? But that's it.
What you're going against my first edict is that women are not to be trusted ever. So can you ever really trust a woman not to run around town? It's probably a mistake for any guy who endeavors to do so.
Who hurt you, Z? What happened to you? Come on, man. You good, nice lady. Where's the good, nice ladies in your life?
It's not a matter of me being hurt. It's a matter of me being reasonable and rational. I put it like this, Trish. There's no benefit to a man to do that. Of course, you're going to come here as a woman and you're going to espouse the benefits of it because it benefits you. I'm speaking for the men. So, of course, Trish, the lady, is going to come up here and say, what's wrong with you? Who hurt you? Why not? You're missing out, blah, blah, blah. Of course, I expect you to say that. I'm speaking to the guys when I say it, that it benefits them zero way. It doesn't work out. Once you go down on a woman, it's really over for you. She's got you forever and always. You're basically her little cuck boy. She'll never respect you. And it's not going to work out. She may stay with you. I'm not saying your wife's going to leave you if you go down, but it's really not going to benefit you in any way. It's not going to work out.
Yeah. All right. Okay, we can agree to disagree, I guess. But anyways, okay. Yeah. I have a question for you, for real.
Hold the question, because London Man says that you're up here because you want me to eat that roadkill because he knows your dad eats roadkill. No, London Man. She said the other day that when she goes into her dad's freezer, she makes sure to stay away from the roadkill. Trish is not eating the roadkill. London Man's vegan. He has a vegan family, and your dad actually, Trish, your dad actually thinks London Man is abusing his kids because they're vegan. What's your take on it? Is London McLovin abusing his kids because they don't eat animal products?
I agree.
You do?
Wow. I mean, I don't think he's abusing his kid. Okay, I'm sure he's a great father. I just think maybe, I don't think it's right to not feed kids meat. But that's my personal thing. I don't care what parents do. That's their own choice. But your kids can't choose for themselves. You have to be their advocate. You have to make the best choices for them. And I think it's pretty clear that getting animal protein is healthy.
Yeah. So you agree with your dad? Yeah. One day on my show, your dad had it out with our friend London McLovin, basically saying he's a child abuser. I mean, I'm not saying that London Man, but the claim has been levied here.
Yeah, I wouldn't take it that far, but I mean, kids are pretty intuitive. Like I have some kids in my life that I know that kind of just don't eat meat naturally, and I feel like there's something to that. Like if they don't need it, likely they're just not going to eat it. And then, my daughter eats a lot of meat and she probably needs that. So I think to keep it from them is probably not the best choice. If they just naturally avoid it because they don't want it, then that's fine. That's a different story.
Well, to be fair with London Man, I think he said they're not totally vegan, just vegetarian. So there might be some like milk and eggs and stuff involved in their
That's good.
diet. So to be fair to him,
Speaking
I
of
don't know,
kids,
London Man. I don't want to miscategorize you, London Man. So maybe we'll leave it there.
Speaking of kids, and I'm pretty sure I heard that London Man, I don't know if he said that he like homeschools his kids or whatnot, but I've been thinking
Hold
about
on, I
this.
don't know. I don't know. It might be different though, Trish. From what I've heard, London Man. I don't know, man. London Man. From the vibe I'm picking up from you, London Man, lately, it seems like you're moving in a different direction with your life. When we first were introduced to London Man, it seemed like he was kind of like a family guy. Seemed like there was a wife and kids involved. I don't know, London Man. Maybe you want to correct the record, but I'm wondering how much that wifey's around, dude. I don't know if London Man's got that wifey around anymore. I could be wrong, bro. I don't
Well,
know, dude.
maybe
You could always correct the record if you want, homeboy. The last thing I want to do is come up here and miscategorize London Man, but I'm not sure if wifey's in the picture anymore. I don't know. I'm just saying, London Man. It's just a vibe I'm getting. Go ahead, Trish. Sorry.
that's okay. I was gonna say something, but I think it's gross, so I just won't say that. But speaking of kids, I went up on London Man's channel the other day at the end to ask everybody kind of a question, but I just got out of there. I don't think these panels are talking about kids enough. I think all these things that everyone's talking about is fun and great when it's real shit, but like if we're so concerned about how indoctrinated we were and like finding out the truth, where's the people talking about, okay, we were indoctrinated, now we're learning things, how do we bring our children up in this world differently? Because there's no playbook for this. There's no homeschooling curriculum for truthers out there that I've been able to find. There's like, it's just a bunch of shit
So
talking skits. You know what I'm saying?
talk to our friend Awesome Austin from the Mellow Dome. He homeschools his kids, and he might be able to put you on to something that's a little bit more what you're looking for. I don't know if you're listening. Austin's here every morning, but I know he doesn't listen every second of the show. But I don't know if you go. The Mellow Dome. Trish, are you familiar with the Mellow Dome? You want me to drop a link? Maybe I'll
Yeah,
drop
no.
the link here.
Drop the link anyways, but yeah, yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'll find us. So anyway, he homeschools his kids, and if I were to guess, he can probably put you on to something that might be what you're looking for. Yeah, because I'd imagine you're bringing up something that's probably a topic or an issue for many people. It's like, okay, I'm like waking up to all the lies of this world for what it's worth. All right, I don't want to have my kids in these public school indoctrination camps. So what do I do with them? You know what I mean? And I think you're asking a fair question. So I'm going to drop the link right now, Trish. Make sure you, and then I'm sure you could just go there, and I'm sure his email address is available through his channel and stuff, and you'd be able to talk to him about it. Because I'd imagine that there's probably resources out there for you that are a little bit, a little bit better than like the standard homeschooling curriculum, that's out there. So was that the question you were going to ask? You said you had a question before. Was that it?
Yeah, kind of. Like, really, I want to throw a hypothetical. It's like, kids are always asking questions, and my daughter's about to be at that age where everything is going to be like, oh, what's the moon? Why is the sky blue? What's this? It's like, what do I start telling her? I mean, I can obviously just say, I don't know, really. Like, some people think it's this and some people think it's that. But so I've been thinking about this so much. Like, what do I start saying to all these questions?
Right. Right, because society and the system gives everybody the answer, right?
Right.
Oh, mommy, what is the moon? Google tells you. Okay, child, here's what the moon is.
Right.
Mommy, what is this? What is that? And who's God? Google.
Right.
Bible. This is who God is. Why don't you just yeah, Heidi just took the words out of my mouth. You ask her. You question back. Mommy, what is the moon? Well, what do you think the moon is, sweetheart? Because here's the thing, Trish, and I say this all the time. Your daughter, at her age right now, how old's your daughter?
She's almost 2.
Okay. At 2 years old, she knows as much about the moon as anybody else on this earth.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody fucking knows what the moon is. Nobody knows what the heavens are. Nobody. They're going to tell you they have it all figured out. Oh, we got it mapped out, and it's this, and it's a vacuum of space. They're going to give you all these models. And the moon is 238,000 miles away. And guess what? We went there, so we really know what it is. No, Trish, it's lies. So my point is, you know more, you have no more or less knowledge than a fucking quote-unquote astrophysicist. So any story that you're going to make up is just as valid as the stories that they're giving us when they tell us that they know what the moon is and they know why the sky's blue, or they know what the particles are. Oh, it's protons, neutrons, electrons. No, they have no clue. They don't know about protons, neutrons. They just made it up, Trish. So, let her ask the questions. Let her discover it on her own. Give her options. Oh, some people say it's this. The government says and academia says that the moon is a rock. It's like it's a rock that's roughly 2,000 miles in diameter, and it's it's 238,000 miles away, and it's orbiting around us. That's what some people say. Oh, Zetetic Warrior says that it's not that. That maybe it's just a projection or a hologram, or whatever. Don't let her make up her own mind. That's the thing. Nobody teaches kids how to think critically. They just teach them, whatever they want.
How to memorize shit. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Deep Dog says the moon is cheese. To me, it's a better explanation than anything else. But yeah, I mean, good for you. At least you're on the right track. You're not just going to throw your kid in some public school indoctrination camp. And Trish, I could imagine in Canada. Look, I know the education system's horrible here in the U.S. I could only imagine what it looks like in Canada. I could only imagine.
Bad. It's bad, dude. It's really freaking scary. I mean, she wouldn't even be allowed in because, all of the cells in her body are all the ones she's been born with. There's nothing extra added into her.
So you're telling me, I know it's bad here in America, but you're saying it's even worse in Canada? Like they won't even let her in a public school unless she's been, let's say, inoculated?
Yeah, no.
Wow, you can't even get around that no matter what, right?
I'm sure you could somehow get around it by maybe some religious schools.
Right.
But that's something like, I mean, that's a whole other thing. It's like, okay.
Right.
So no, definitely not in public school.
Right.
Even daycare is hard, which is not something I want to put her in, but like you can't, a lot of daycares you can't.
Right. Let me take a left turn and talk about another topic. You're here pretty much, on a fairly consistent basis over here at the Z Show, and I want to get your take on it. There's certain people that hang around my show every morning, but they obviously hate my show. Like let's take Rob Cleveland for example. Like it's obvious that Rob really doesn't like the show. I don't even think Rob really likes me.
I think Rob likes you.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't like me or my show. But he's here every morning. He comes on the panel showing his pearly whites. Let's try to break the psychology down of like a Rob Cleveland. Like, what is it that keeps him coming here, but hating the content? Like, does it say something about him, like his internal space, his internal struggle that like he, yeah, London says facts, Z. I've got some haters here also. What is it like? What is it like that the Rob Clevelands that they stick around, but they obviously hate me and my content? Like, let's try to go into their psychology. What is it? Let me hear your take on it.
Listen, here's my take. I think Rob loves you. I think he's maybe a little bit annoyed by you of late because he feels mischaracterized. He's seen some mischaracterizations from you towards other people, and he doesn't like it. He's not vibing with that. He's not going to stand with that. But he still enjoys you. Like, I don't like this whole like freaking eating out topic. I think it's just like I'm so over it. But I'm here still because I think you're funny, and I think some of the things that you say are I like those good tidbits, and I think that's where Rob is at. Rob enjoys your show, but he doesn't always have to enjoy you, and that goes for everybody. But that's just not an absolute.
Interesting take there. Yeah. Roll by Saturn says the reason Rob's here is the same reason he goes down on these bitches because he likes because he likes the abuse.
I stand with Rob.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah,
I swear, if you find some nice truther, flat earth lady who's like a real one,
right.
A real one. You got to find that real. I don't know your past, but
so like a Christy Lee dolls. I mean, I did say that I might be willing to, I might be willing to overlook some. Yeah,
I've never seen her.
She's a good-looking truther chick, like you said.
It doesn't have to be good looking either. Like, you just need a real one. See, everybody needs that. And I think you change your tune. Or not. Maybe you're just a fucking psychopath who doesn't eat pussy, because that's crazy, man.
Wow. See, that's just the state we're in, where you guys all think that that eating pussy is just, part of the whole thing. You guys, El Piro, this is how far gone we are. I don't know. I'm not sure, Wizard. Did you ever give your take on carpet munching, Wizard? I'd imagine that you. I don't know. I don't want to put words in the Wizard's mouth, but that's the point we're at. Is that I'm a psychopath apparently because I won't go down on somebody's broads. It's weird. I don't know.
No, you're a psychopath because you're fucking obsessed with it. You're obsessed with talking about it.
No, it's the opposite. All these thirsty simps are obsessed with going down on bitches. I just can't understand why.
Nobody's coming here being like, I love eating pussy all day. I only eat pussy. I'm a pussy-tarian. Nobody's saying that. You're saying you're a fucking vegan right now. You're being a crazy vegan. Being like, meat is bad.
Here's the question, though.
You're basically fucking Jeffrey right now, is what you are.
If I did go down like on some bitch, the question is, would I then come on here and admit it to everybody? Would I have to then, just come in here and like basically lay it all out and be honest? Well, like, would I admit it, or would I just keep it a secret, like shamefully?
Why don't you wait until you get to that point? You know what I mean? Because maybe the fact that you're eating out some bitch, quote unquote, is like embarrassing to you and gross, and maybe you regret it, but maybe you find that real good lady, that nice lady that you connect with, and it's a different story. You got to get into the now, man.
Mateo wants me to stand my ground. I'd imagine, Mateo, that you agree with me regarding this subject. Mateo, weigh in. You know, I want to hear your thoughts on the this controversy that seems to be plaguing the Z Show for these last days and weeks. I think Mateo would agree with me that he knows that it ain't, that it's all bad going down in these chicks. Alpiro says the real question, Z, is would you lick a bleached asshole? Well, Alpiro, that question I think answers itself. No.
All right.
No. Right. Jay says that everybody would know if I went down on some chick because I'd have to take a few days off from the pink eye or something else nasty.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm getting out of here.
Look, London Man, never done it. Now, London Man's never done it. 38 years, never done it, bro. London Man, respect, bro. Respect. 38 years, never done it. What are you going to say? You going to say something to him too, Trish?
Yeah,
You know?
No. He's a vegan. I don't know.
She said it's because you're vegan, dog. All
that
right,
vegan
Trish,
mentality.
we love you, Trish. Do you have any updates? How's yeah, Mateo says it's a DNA bank. He ain't going down there. Exactly. Mateo agrees his rat blood. Look, once these guys are shooting the club up, man, that DNA lingers. It stays around. I think it gets absorbed into the walls and just stays there.
But what if
You
that's
guys
just
don't,
your
you,
DNA?
You don't know because you don't want to know. That's why. You don't know because you don't want to know. The truth is hard for people. They don't want to hear the truth. They want to live in their delusion. It's fucking bad, man. It's bad.
I'm okay with this delusion. I'm not gonna lie. I'm fine with it. Like cognitive dissonance is I feel comfortable in this.
Of course, because it doesn't affect you. You're a woman. You know, you're a cisgendered woman, female. You ain't worried about going down these bitches. What? So Trish, of course you're
Did you
gonna
just
come
assume my gender?
Trish, of course you're gonna come here and you're gonna be so laissez-faire regarding this topic because it doesn't fucking affect you. It's really, you really have no business weighing in on it. You have no business even weighing in on it.
Of course it affects me. If I was with somebody like you, that would affect me.
No
you know
way.
What I mean?
It
would.
I would handle you just fine.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about that doesn't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Either way, guys like me, we handle it just fine without going down there. Look, Sky Rooster says say no to clot pussy. Sky Rooster, that's probably better levied at our friend Andrew B, because apparently Andrew B's been fucking these doctors, quote unquote doctors, and I'd imagine Andrew B's going down on that clot pussy because these doctors are all jabbed up. They're all jabbed up. Andrew, I'm actually worried about you, dude. Don't go down on pussy, but really don't go down on that clot pussy. Andrew. Hold on, Trish. You don't go anywhere. I got to do my Andrew impression again because he might be here. It's later in the day. This is usually when Andrew shows up. Hold on, Andrew. Creepy. Stop. Don't laugh, Trish. This is a serious show.
Sorry.
This is all about serious stuff. We can't just sit here and laugh at all the people. Let me do my Andrew B impression again for everybody who missed it. Hold on. Let me get this right. Let me get it right. Let me get this right. Let me get this fucking right. It's crazy. Come on, Andrew. Hey everybody, I'm Andrew B. I'm a flat earther, by the way. Did I mention that I eat clot pussy? Yeah. I'm a Mac Daddy, and in no way am I creepy at all, ever. So what? I go down on vaccinated bitches. So what? I'm eating them. So what? I'm eating a clot pussy. Big fucking deal. So what, Z? You suck, Z. Stop making fun of me. I'm not creepy. I don't care what Wobbly Boost says, or your audience, or objective reality that shows that I'm obviously creepy. Fuck you, Z. I don't want you making fun of me anymore. So what? You fuck crack whores. I fuck doctors. That makes me better than you, even though they have clot pussy. Guys, stop it, audience. I'm not creepy. There's nothing creepy about me. So what? I sit in the dark every morning listening to Z make fun of me. I fuck doctors. Yeah. Everybody, Andrew B. He's not creepy. Stop it. Stop it, Flatman X. He's not creepy. Leave him alone. He's Andrew B. Yeah, guys, stop making fun of Andrew. Ease up on him. It's not nice, audience. He's blaming me because all you guys think he's a creepazoid. Stop it. It's not fair to him. It's not nice. Be nice to Andrew. You can't just make fun of the guy, call him creepy every morning. He's getting upset. He's going to rage quit the show. He's going to rage quit. We call that pulling a Rob Cleveland, when you just rage quit the show, but still listen every day in the background. That's called a Rob Cleveland, everybody. Yeah. Right, Andrew, just embrace. Yeah, Yeti Life. Andrew's best comment yesterday was, "No, I never actually met a crack whore." Oh man, I forgot about that one. No, Z, because Trish, she was trying to explain to me that fucking a doctor's fucking just a rando doctor is somehow better than fucking some rando crack whore. And I had to explain. I had to try to explain to him, like, what's the logic behind that? Because I've met some doctors that are like way more disgusting than probably a lot of crack whores. You know what? Because they have a degree and a job and money, that they're not like disgusting in so many ways. Give me a break.
There's a lot of disgusting people with good careers.
Right. Like Andrew, please, I'm still waiting on the logic, dude. Like, how is just saying, like, you fuck some rando doctor better than fucking some rando crack whore? I don't know.
I think you put him on the defensive, and he's just trying to grasp it. Like, no, I'm a good guy. Like, even doctors like me. You know, Z, you're a doctor. Come on. But I don't think he's creepy. He's got that. I think the voice thing. You know, he's got that kind of serial killer voice. But
right. So you're confirming that he's indeed creepy, right?
You got to do the contest. Creepiest guy in the metaverse, I think.
Right. Be the only way. But I just want I want Andrew to hear this. You agree that he's like creepy, right? He needs to hear it.
I'm not creeped out by him.
Oh, you're not?
I think, no.
You're not.
Let's talk about other creepy people, okay? Brian O'Shea. That's a creepy guy. That's a really creepy guy.
Yeah, but that's a hell of a standard to hold him up to. You know what I mean? Like, because Brian's about as creepy as it gets. So, like, okay, so I'll admit that in comparison, Andrew is much less creepy than Brian O'Shea. But that still doesn't mean that he's not creepy. Because he's not as creepy as O'Shea? No, he's still creepy. Enough. Yeah, he's still creepy.
But there's, a spectrum.
Right. There's a spectrum. Yeah. Let's let up No, Nuba hates when I make fun of flat earthers. Nuba, you got to work on that. You got to get rid of. You can't, Nuba. See, Nuba, you're actually the one giving flat earthers a bad name because it makes us look bad. If you're just going to say, "Oh, Andrew B knows the Earth is not a globe, so he's beyond reproach," you have to stop that, Nuba. You're actually making the community look horrible by that stance. You have to take everybody, you have to meet everybody where they are. You can't just blanketly say that flat earthers are beyond reproach. It's going to destroy your credibility. But anyway, Trish, we got Thunder Chicken in the back, so we're going to let him up. Now, Trish, are you following the Thunder Chicken saga? He's come forth. He's let everybody know that, he's taken one of these ladies off the market. That in particular, the lovely witness, Brielle, apparently is off the market. And Thunder Chicken's her man. And she's his lady. Did you know that? Trish, you're part of Unslavia. At least you're a Slavia adjacent, I would say. Were you aware of this?
No, I heard some rumblings in the chat of your thing yesterday, but is that real? I like Brielle.
You like Brielle?
Yeah, who wouldn't?
I like Brielle too. I think everybody likes Brielle. I think she's she's objectively like a sweet, beautiful soul. Beautiful inside and out, at least from what I can tell. Seems like you agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't want to just try to like put Thunder Chicken into some like narrow lane. I'm sure Thunder Chicken has a lot of things he could talk about. He's an interesting guy for so many reasons. But if I had to guess, the audience, the crowd, they're going to want to hear about this relationship. I know Mateo doesn't like when we talk about this effeminate stuff because Mateo, sitting there living in fucking Philadelphia, he's got to play like the hardcore masculine role, doesn't like all this kind of view talk, so to speak. He doesn't like the gossip. But how can we not talk about it? Thunder Chicken's bragging all over the metaverse that he's bagged the lovely Brielle, so how can we not talk about it with him? What do you think, Trish?
Yeah, bring him up.
Let's bring him up. So, all right, Thunder Chicken. Trish wants to hear what's going on. I think Heidi wants to hear it. Christy Lee Dolls, Mimi, all these other ladies. They're into the saga, so let's give it to them. Pamela. Let's welcome him back to the show, Thunder Chicken. Welcome back, Home Slice. Good to see you.
Yo, what up, y'all? Had to do something to save your show. You're bombing, Z. Turning the work into a shoot, you're going to get jobbed out in the middle. You got to watch them Zabidas,
Thunder Chicken. Let's get right down to it. Fuck. See, Mr. Miyagi. See, Thunder Chicken, you come up and watch how these guys react. And this is why I say this place is full of simps. As soon as you come up, look at Mr. Miyagi. Brielle is the epitome of a broken hoe. As soon as you come up, dude, you haven't even been up here for longer than 3 seconds, dude. Brielle is the epitome of a broken hoe. They can't control themselves, dude.
I know. Haters gonna hate.
Haters gonna hate, dude. All right, I'm getting the scoop here. I'm getting the scoop. Come on, Thunder Chicken. I'm gonna press you on this issue.
Well, there's no scoop. I mean, it's just she's a lovely lady. I'm a single man. We both have common aspirations for the future. It's just a courting phase. We're getting to know one another.
Got you. Do you feel as though you made a mistake by bringing the relationship out into the public eye so early on, so-called in the courting phase?
As I recall, you guessed it. I did not reveal anything. I believe we could correct the record.
Fair enough, I guessed it, but you confirmed. You confirmed it. I guessed it, and you gave a bunch of kissy faces and stuff. You gave a bunch of kissy faces. So anyway, now that it's known, has it affected your courtship process, your courting process? Now that everybody knows it?
Lions don't concern themselves with the opinions of sheep. These matter not. These mysteries of the metaverse, your chronic masturbation and 12-hour screen exposure. It's saddening, really.
Right. Look, Noba doesn't like that I call Andrew creepy. Let's read what Noba said. Then we'll get back to you, Thunder Chicken. Nuba said, Synthetic Warrior, Andrew is a friend, an inspiration, and a kind soul. Much love, everyone. Out for good. Have a nice life, you all. Whoa! Nuba just rage quitted the show.
Yeah, man, you're turning the work into a shoot. You got people on the chip.
Wow. Nuba rage quitted. What do you mean? What's that expression? Turning the work into the shoot. What does that mean?
Well, you're working a gimmick. It's a bit. But then you kind of, when you're playing a character, you kind of become the character, and everybody thinks you're the character, and then you're catching real heat,
We wouldn't want any heat here. That would be bad. Well, Nuba rage quit, everybody. Uh-oh. Heidi says, Nuba, please don't go. See how Heidi's like so involved? Wow. Nuba, it's weird. You rage quit the show before Andrew did. What do you think, Thunder Chicken? Nuba comes in, caping for Andrew, and rage quits the show, seemingly before Andrew himself. What are your thoughts?
Well, I admire loyalty. If you were talking trash about a friend of mine, I'd come up here and address the court of Z. Whatever the fuck you calling this.
Right, you're saying that if you were Nuba, you indeed would have come up and addressed it. You wouldn't have just rage quit.
Yes.
Like Andrew himself, he came up yesterday and he addressed it with me. He said, "Stop calling me creepy. I'm not creepy, and I don't want to hear it anymore."
Andrew's a good dude.
Gotcha.
You're scratching for content. I understand.
It's either that or, I don't know, other stuff.
Other stuff. Let's talk microgreens, motherfucker. Yeah, I'm kind of slacking on that right now. Too many projects.
So you think, let's switch topics because I don't want to upset my crowd. But you think that you think my idea is good to go into business doing a microgreens business. You think there's something to that?
It's catering to your market, your demographic, your local areas. You live more city, out here in the rural communities. It's not as in demand, But yeah, like down in Detroit, it's a pretty big thing. There's people doing sprouts and microgreens for all the restaurants and their salads and stuff. I'm starting to see it in the health store I go to. They're mixing arugula and spinach with various microgreens and sprouts. It's trending. It's taking off. People are catching on. And just the idea. I'm interested in livestock feed a lot too. Cannabis microgreens. Reintroduce cannabinoids to your system. Correct the endocrine system. I think that's something that our livestock's missing, that we're missing. Well, I'm not missing, but
I never thought about a cannabis microgreen. What do you mean by that? You just take like the little cannabis sprout and then eat that?
Yeah.
Is that what you're recommending? Interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of like a tarragon taste to me, like fenugreek tarragon. So,
you're right, dude. It does have that kind of like almost like a zing to it, right? It's got like a zesty. It's got like a zesty flavor, or so to speak, or essence.
This is an idea I've had because the price of cannabis is so in the trash with supply exceeding demand. I grow sinsemilla, a seedless. Well, growing outdoors, the full moon always gives you some seeds. That's a whole other conversation. But I want to do cannabis honey and just do males and females together. So you're going to end up with a whole bunch of seedy pot. But I can separate seeds. I can still extract the oil and use seeds for livestock feed or microgreens.
Interesting.
What it all comes down
You know.
to is you just need more hands to.
Yeah. I mean, you could you can propagate them too, man. You could use like cloning techniques, you know.
Mhm.
You could just propagate. Yeah, I know, dude. It's funny. I was on to the indoor growing microgreen like idea years ago, man, and I never pursued it, dude. And then Thunder Chicken, I watched all these other businesses shoot up all around basically the world in America where, you know, they're just pumping out these indoor grown microgreens. I'm watching all these other people do what I thought I should have did a long time ago. But let's let Christos up to the panel. Christos, welcome back to the show, homie.
Oh, yes. Fellow
You there?
Rainbow Traveler.
Hey, I just wanted to ask. I don't want to derail the flow you guys had, but definitely a fan of Thunder Chickens when I've seen him in the live chat or on a panel. I wanted to ask him about the Rainbow Gatherings. Neil brought this up to me the other day.
Oh yeah, it's you know, we're taking it back. First of all, we're taking the rainbow back. Damn it, it's ours. But it's been around since 1972. It's like the last gathering of traditional kind of, you know, hippie style, but it's truly a melting pot. You know, you got your Jesus camp hippies, you got your Hare Krishna hippies, you got your hobo hippies, you know, your train hoppers, vagabonds, you know, like Benton, I mean. Like, that's the kind of people you meet there. And I was one of them. When I found it in 2017, I was already living in a tent in the woods. And I was like, what? Other people do this? This is still a thing? And so, you know, I hitchhiked cross country and went to some of the gatherings. And it's just, you meet some really amazing people, learn how to, you know, forage, cook, build shelter. You know, it's a whole other way of freedom. It's really interesting. I know people raise their 3 kids in a school bus, just traveling national forest to national forest. It's really inspiring.
Wow. Okay, awesome. Yeah, thanks for sharing that because I've met some people that have done things that I think are similar to that. I don't think it's full on as what you're saying, but yeah, thanks for sharing, man.
Yeah, I'm not a diehard or anything. I went to the one in Florida. Every February there's one in Florida, the regional Ocala, but it's generally a shit show. And like this year it was just a bunch of people drinking on the road mostly. But, you know, you can go into the darkness and find light. But like the Rainbow Nationals is the one I definitely recommend because it's the biggest one of the year, and it's in New Hampshire this year in about 2 weeks. All you need is a belly button to get in. So grab your tent, your shine box, and go check it out.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, I used to go to this. Hey, Z, is there too much background noise with my car right now?
You sound like you're on Ship
When
to
I
Shore
speak?
Radio. Calling in a Mayday, Ship to Shore Radio.
I
But we can
mean,
hear you.
yeah, it's not horrible. Yeah, he dipped out, but it's not horrible. So you got onto them in a certain. I remember the Rainbow were real big, like in the '90s. These Rainbow people, and I remember the Goa hippies were another one, or Gaia hippies, or Goa hippies, and I used to romanticize what it would be like to be amongst those groups. In the mid '90s, for a few years, I was like a part of the Fish culture. You know the band Fish, Thunder Chicken. You remember them?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, they're because unfortunately. Well, what's your take on Fish? So in the '90s, they were. I think they still tour, but they were huge in the '90s. And I lived in Vermont. I lived in Burlington, Vermont, where they're actually from. That was like their home base. All their fucking culture and everything was in Burlington, Vermont. They used to be the house band in this one place called Nectar's. And anyway, my point is I was exposed to that culture back then. It was like the mid to late '90s. I'll have to say I enjoyed it. You know, it was right off the heels of the Grateful Dead culture. Jerry Garcia had died. Fish sort of took up the mantle for the whole Grateful Dead scene, right? And Fish was huge back then. And so I got a taste of it. I used to go to their shows, you know, I used to go to their gatherings, so to speak, the festivals that would go on for days on end. And I got an idea of a little bit of the culture back then. I look at it like this, Thunder Chicken. Part of me looks at it as a certain place in time that really can't be created. When I look at this modern culture and I see the social media, the smartphone culture, Gen Z, it seems like it's any kind of hippie culture now would only be like a carbon copy of those days gone by. It almost seems unnatural. I look at these like Burning Man festivals, these Coachellas, they just seem corporatized and kind of gross to me. I don't know, man. What's your take? You said they've been co-opted?
Well, how much research into Tavistock, SRI, have you done? You know, like even the Grateful Dead, part of Laurel Canyon, this is all culture controlling agents, you know, whether they're knowing or unknowing, it's irrelevant. They're pushing an agenda. They're called deadheads for a reason.
Right.
You know, you're just being fished, you know. Like the works of Mark Devlin will really help shine light on this kind of stuff. It's really polarized me against so much media and culture that I used to be so fond of and nostalgic. You know, but I still enjoy my Pink Floyd and Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin kind of stuff. But like this modern hip hop, rap, R&B is just nothing more than a weaponized sound to me to promote.
Yeah.
Remember in middle school, it's just like, oh my God, I couldn't stand it. And it was just like all the worst people listen to that shit. And like most of them are dead or in prison now that I knew back then. You know, everyone has their own flavor of programming, I guess, but it's all programming.
It is all programmed. It's funny because I agree it's gotten worse, but even when you look back on all that great music from the 60s, 70s, and 80s, music that many of us, you know, fell in love with and still love. But now when I look back on it, dude, you can see the underlying agenda, the programming behind it. And, you know, even with the whole hippie movement, the Summer of Love, Haight Ashbury, you know, tune in, tune out type of thing. You know, when you look back on it, in retrospect, it's colored with all that, like you said, the Tavistock agenda, the social engineering agenda. You know, it kind of takes some of the luster off of it. But much like you, man, there's a part of me that will forever just be bonded to those vibes, that music, man. And for what it's worth, I do think the programming has gotten worse, but I think it's always been around since the very beginning. Since the very beginnings of Hollywood, radio, cinema, TV. I just think the underpinnings of programming and engineering just have been there since the get-go, dude. I don't think there ever was like a golden age of Hollywood that got co-opted. I just think it was straight propaganda from the get. What's your thoughts?
Absolutely. Well, 50-50, you know, it's make Tavistock great again. You know, there used to be artistry and nuance and beautiful melodies, you know, Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath. Yeah, they have an agenda, but I mean, the music today still has an agenda and it's fucking god awful. Make Tavistock great again. That's all I got to say on
that. Right. Look, if you're going to program us, at least let us enjoy it as you're doing it, man. Like, I want to be able to enjoy your fucking mind control, fucking, you know, your Monarch Butterfly, MK Ultra, you know, programming. Like, make it enjoyable. Thunder Chicken, dude, I can't even watch these new movies, dude. If I try to sit down to watch a new movie, I get no pleasure out of it, dude. The music is just dissonant. The plots are just gross. The acting's horrible, dude. It really is bad, bro. I mean, it's almost like they're just ruining it on purpose. It's like they built up this whole culture of Hollywood music. These stars were bigger than life back in the day, man. In the golden age of cinema, these movie stars were huge. The rock and roll stars were huge. It's like they built up the culture. They got us all to buy into it. And then they just imploded the whole fucking thing, man. You know? It's almost like they're doing it, making these movies bad on purpose. Making the music bad on purpose, dude. Go ahead.
I mean, yes, you know, it's like drug dealing, right? You give them the good shit at first. Once they're hooked, you start cutting it. You know, the CIA can't even get good cocaine anymore. It's ridiculous.
Right, dude. Pretty crazy, man. Like, I often comment, dude. They had the balls to call it programming as they're programming us. It kills me, man. Like, as they're programming all our minds, hearts, spirits, and souls, they call it programming. Stay tuned for your regularly scheduled programming. Bro, if that don't say it all, I don't know what does, man.
Truth in plain sight. It's just like, the globe. It's so many things, it's fractal, isn't it? It's a fractal reality. So you can apply these things to several things, all things.
Right. Thunder Chicken, if you were my producer, if you were the producer of the Z show, because we had our friend Nuba rage quit the show earlier today. Some people think he's going to come back around, but other people think he's gone for good. Andrew, as I was razzing him today, he hasn't come up and talked to us. So did Andrew rage quit the show? Did Rob Cleveland rage quit the show? So indeed, if 3 people rage quit my show today, if that actually happened, it begs the question, should Z alter his programming, so to speak? If you were who knows? I don't know. I gained 1,000 subscribers in a few months just doing what I'm doing. I don't see a lot of people doing that without the help of an algorithm. I don't know. But I do hold an audience here every morning and those in the replay afterwards. I don't know. A lot of heavy hitters just seem to want to talk to Z. They come to my show and elsewhere to talk to me. Oh, I don't know. A lot of heavy hitters seem to want me on their stream. But I don't know. But, 2 people rage quit today. So apparently I'm supposed to alter my content. So, let me ask you, Thunder Chicken, in a serious way, if you were to be my producer, what would you recommend in terms of my programming? I want to hear it.
Maybe a little more show prep. You're shooting from the hip a lot. I've been a fan of morning talk radio and shock jock themed-esque kind of things. I see you coming on here and doing the Howard Stern radio war bit, just striking up controversy. No publicity's bad publicity. But, it's more complicated. You're not in a advertising market like, radio was. You're super serving a community of people, and, it's interactive, and that's why I guess I get more hooked in the live chats because I like the interaction. It used to be you had to fucking call the radio and you had your bit and you get on, but this technology is really great for bringing us all together. I don't know, maybe a little more show prep, like breaking news is my favorite segment in Paul's stream, and OTW's as well. Just anytime you're taking a truther's perspective of all this nonsense and insanity that we live in, it's
right.
Really, that's entertainment to me. To me, it's like, it's conspiratainment. Alex Jones is your conspiratainment. And you got, your fear porn lovers, and it's, the collapse is coming. And if you just, I don't know. We need to, it's entertain and inform at the same time. I think it's a good approach. But when, you're just, you're using a crutch, like Andrew, using that as a crutch for, content, it just burns people out. I've been enjoying your show, but today was boring. So I came up shooting straight, brother. I see you're refining yourself. You're developing your on-air personality.
Steve, the head motherfucker in charge, seems to think I need to do more flat Earth. He's not a flat earther, by the way. That's so. Jay says, hell no. Z being Z is what got you here. Stay true. Respect.
I agree. But sometimes you got to know when you're beating a dead horse. Time to move on. Keep the show rolling. The show must go on. You know what I mean?
Gordon Zoll says this stuff can't be prepped, bro. So we're having conflicting. You guys aren't all agreeing with our friend Thunder Chicken. You guys aren't agreeing with him. I don't know. Some people are. Flatman X wants me to go easier on people. He says, be easy on people. Yeah, so we're getting conflicting reports here this morning. Even Mitch weighing in. Mitch is weighing in too. What's Access Rat Blood has to say? He says, like the truth community, it turned into a Soap Springer joke. Mm-hmm. Yeah, hard to disagree with their.
Everyone enjoys a good dumpster fire now and then.
Gary Baxter wants me to try to be interesting like Benton. He likes Benton.
I do too,
But-
actually. But I mean, just the gift of gab to be able to flow and to roll and just keep a show moving. It's like, the skill of a show host. And if that's what you're going for, if you're just fucking around and having fun, I don't know, what's your intention?
Right. Tilburg says, fuck no, don't do that. Yeah. So I guess it really comes down to I really can't listen to you guys because you guys are just giving me conflicting information. Like, who am I going to listen to? Like, you guys are giving me the complete opposite takes, complete polar opposite. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, Jay says Z is moving forward. All the simps are just falling off because they can't comprehend shit. See, Thunder Chicken, how am I supposed to take anybody's advice if people just give me the complete opposite advice at the same damn time,
It's just people's observations and perspectives. You
Yeah.
shouldn't do what someone says, but it's good to take these things into consideration. I've been watching Paul refine himself for like the last 8 months. I've been watching you the last 3. You're finding, your persona. That's how I'm looking at it.
What are your thoughts on our friend Mr. Jack Talcott?
I'm so fucking Talcotted out.
You're not a fan.
He's good in small doses. I mean, yeah, it's just been played out. Like how much, and that's that. I would say the same to Paul. Like using him as a crutch.
You told Paul that you think he's using Talcott as. Oh, you would tell Paul, but you're telling him now. You're telling him here.
I haven't been up on his stream in a while. It's just this time of year is really busy for me, and then I was on vacation.
But hold on, let's clarify. So you want to tell Paul right now you think he's using Talcott as a crutch?
Sometimes, yeah. I think he's more fascinated with his insanity, as we all are. But I mean, there's so much. He does so much other greater content. I just, yeah.
So you're over the Talcott thing on the Paul show. You're saying
mostly. I still listen, but
look, Niall said I told Paul that, Z. I was there when you told him that. Niall, he didn't take too kindly to your recommendation, if I recall correctly. I think I remember he said to you something like, "You don't have to be here." I don't know, Niall. If I'm thinking of the time, I recall it. I don't think he was. Look, here's the thing. No content creator wants to be critiqued. You just don't. Now, people are going to critique you, and what you do with it is one thing. Like Heidi, she doesn't like that I went in on Andrew the last couple of days. But I know in reality that it was great content for the vast majority of my listeners. Sure, I'm always going to risk that Nuba or Andrew himself is going to rage quit my show, but I have to make that decision. But Heidi's like, oh no, Z, go easy on people. But she's here every single morning. Heidi can go literally anywhere she wants, all across YouTube and all these other platforms. But she finds herself here every morning. So as she says, like, oh my God, you go too hard on people. I don't love the drama. She still finds herself here over everybody else, which I just think is interesting. But yeah, Niall, I remember that, Niall. Just know that, creators really, no, everybody's a critic, put it that way. Everybody's a critic. And sometimes it's hard to hear criticism from people, Like 76er says, like, you can't continuously insult the fan base,
Yeah, I mean, a little, joshing is great, like the Addams Family bit was funny, Andrew could take a joke, but like when you're continuously harping, I can see why somebody, might feel a certain way. But, sometimes it's good to draw out the triggers and, there's a balance in everything. I mean, I know Andrew from Melodome. I like the dude. We talk electric stuff. He's a really good electrician. Sometimes that tedious engineering kind of mind may come off some kind of way to other people.
Yeah.
I don't think he's sniffing panties or anything kind of weirdo, you know. Like
We love
O'Shea.
Andrew. I imagine we'll see Andrew.
Brian's fucking creepy.
Who? I imagine we'll see Andrew. I imagine we'll see Andrew back. Maybe not Nuba though. Nuba seemed quite upset. He does not like flat earthers to be made fun of. In Nuba's world, no flat earthers should ever be made fun of, ever, ever, ever. That it's like some kind of violation. He's got this whole world view of the community, right? That we're all beyond reproach. So fucking Trinity Dave is just going to grip up young kids and like I'm not supposed to talk about it. Nuba gets pissed off. And I love Trinity Dave. But how are we not supposed to talk about that? Are you guys serious? It's fucking unbelievable.
Well, that's one of my favorite things about this, little community, satellite community of Unslavia. It's like, you got to hold people accountable. I consider myself a geocentric cosmologist. I'm critical when I need to be. That's how we grow together. You don't want a bunch of sycophants and yes men around you. You don't grow in the comfort zone.
Look, Steve just asked a question. He says, your thoughts on the Challenger exploding? Steve just coming out of left field. You want to answer that, Thunder Chicken? He wants to know our thoughts on the Challenger exploding. Steve, look it up. Steve, all the people that died in the Challenger explosion, turns out that they're all just kind of still here. They all like have jobs and lives, and they're just
magical twins.
They're just like not dead, bro. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of weird that like they all died in an explosion, but yet it seems like all but one of them are still just kind of walking around just fine. It's kind of weird. I don't know. What's your thoughts on the Chicken?
Steve just clearly has not looked into the evidence. That's what I see with like everybody that comes at these things. There's legitimate questions. That's why I don't identify as a flat earther, because all I can do is prove it's not a spinning ball. It's good enough for me. That's what, reaffirmed I was an atheist before I found this shit out. And then, I got the downloads and I answered the call. Here I am,
Right. Yeah, that's Steve. So that's it, dude. I mean, it's just kind of weird that they all died, but yet they're all still like, not dead. I don't know. It just, I mean, I'm not saying that they like just faked it. I mean, I'm not going to say that. That'd be crazy just to think they're sending up a shuttle and it exploded and it was just like kind of fake. And then they presented this, traumatic event to like all these young children as they had to sit there in the 80s and watch it on TV. And every classroom was watching it when it happened. I remember when it happened. I'm not saying they would do something crazy like that, Steve. Not me, of course. But I'm just wondering, like, why is it, that they're all just kind of still alive? I don't know.
I want to point, I see Steve in chat. Why would they just send it up to explode? A ritual. These are magical incantations. These are spells being cast. It's you're exploding a phallic rocket. That's one reason. I'm more interested in the Columbia, because I wasn't born yet when the Challenger exploded, but I was, teenager when the Columbia happened, and then all these years later, because I really got into the 2017 Mandalay Bay thing with Stephen Paddock in Vegas, and the dude used to work at NASA because Columbia was faulty insulation panels or some shit, and this guy Paddock was like involved in that, and I mean, like the more you just search, you can't become a coincidence analyst,
Right.
Too much to ignore.
Like Steve said, I saw it blow up with my own eyes, not on TV. I was in 3rd grade. And why would they send it up and just let it explode? I mean, I think, Thunder Chicken just gave you his reason. It really doesn't matter why they would do it, Steve. The first question is, did they just fake the whole fucking thing, dude? In whatever way, dude. Like, so first, Steve, first try to confirm. And once you find out that they're all still walking around and they have jobs in like universities and stuff. And like, once you find that out, then ask why they would do it. But don't just go into your classic cog diss that everybody does and say, oh, well, why would they do it? I can't imagine why they would do it. So therefore, I'm not going to investigate the matter. The reality is you never know really why psychotic people do psychotic things. The question is, did they or did they not? That's really what it is. You know,
I'm sure there's a lot of really good videos out there. I'm failing to recall who's made, but there's several out there. Maybe Melodome can drop a link, or Flatman X, if Steve will even look into it. That's the trouble. I quit casting pearls before swine. Somebody wants to know the truth's out there.
right?
You really want to
Steve,
know
here's the
exactly
thing.
what-
Steve said asking why. He said I get it, and I'm not disagreeing. I'm asking, why would they just blow it up? Maybe it just blew up by accident. Maybe they fucked up, dude. Maybe they just do their little space shuttle thing. Yay, we're blasting it up. And something went wrong and it fucking exploded. A lot of people think, Steve, that the space shuttle, that the rocket boosters are actually filled with helium and that it's basically just a helium-filled craft that lifts it, okay? With basically a fireworks show underneath. What if it blew up by accident and they had to fucking scramble? I don't know why they do these things, guys. But the space shuttle presentation's insane, guys. Just look at aerospace engine. Just how's this? Let's just look at aeronautical technology, how planes have developed through the years. All right, it started off with the quote unquote Wright brothers. If we're to buy that story, it progressed to like a jet. Like they have the supposed Aurora jet or the these what is it called? I don't know. These like jet fighters. These jets that can go 70,000 feet in the air. The SR-71 jet. And then that developed into the space shuttle, which is just a hunk of junk that's supposed to go way faster than any of the things. Guys, the whole shuttle presentation doesn't make sense. But we're going to wrap the show up. Let's say hi to our friend Renegade One before we wrap it. Yo,
Go get
Renegade
to work,
One.
gentlemen. I got shit to do.
Salute.
Much love.
Yeah,
Hi, Thunder
listen,
Chicken.
pop
Much
in
love,
and
dog. Check you later,
much love,
homie.
man.
Peace out, dude.
Yeah, man.
Peace
That's
out.
a cool man. Love that guy. He's a cool guy. Thunder Chicken.
Yeah.
Peace to you, man. Salutes. Yeah. I just want to pop in and say hello from the nature, from me and my dog, sitting barefoot out in the woods and just chilling, listening to your show. I don't want to be your producer. All I can say, produce yourself. That's the thing. Follow your heart, see, because you got plenty of warmness in your heart. Love your
Right.
thing
Much
that
love,
you're doing.
Renegade. Much love, Renegade. They say the whole world's a critic, dude. The whole world's a stage and everybody's a critic. But people like to sit on the sideline and direct things from the sideline, right? Everybody thinks they always know better. They want to tell everybody how they should be doing things. And of course, people are going to say things, but the reality is, everybody thinks they know better until they actually do it, right, dude? So much love, bro. Much love, bro.
Yeah. We just want to pop in and say peace from Southwest of Eden. Catch you tomorrow, wherever you go live. I'm in the chat saying hello to everyone. Take care of yourself. Have a great day. Peace, everyone. Peace out from Sweden, Southwest of Eden. Atlas, he's a wonderful dog, So take care of this plane of existence. Peace, everyone. Peace.
Right on, homie. Right on, homie.
Yo, you know it.
Renegade One. All right, everybody. That'll do it. Another show in the books. Much love, much love. Andrew, we love you, Andrew. Get a hold of yourself, dude. Nuba, you too, Nuba. Get a hold of yourself. That's the problem. The righteous truthers. You guys all take yourself way too seriously. Way too seriously. It's really not a good look, guys. It's not a good look. You guys need me. You need Zetetic Warrior here. I'm bringing something you don't understand. Maybe you will someday. Usually people understand things after it's too late. Because when I took my hiatus, everybody's like, "Oh my God, where's Z? Where are you?" And then I come back and everybody wants to be a critic and tell me how to run my show. Anyway, peace and love, everybody. Until I see you again tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, take care of yourselves and each other. Much love.